Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trails in the Sky. As we said earlier, probably the penultimate one. At most, there will be two after this. We're closing in on the end of the game. Last time, we won the big obligatory tournament arc, because this is as much an anime as it is a game, and we got an invitation to Gransel Castle. Where we're gonna try and get some FaceTime with the Queen to tell her about the military coup / conspiracy that is underway at the behest of Colonel Richard, the mastermind of most of the chaotic events that have been plaguing the country of Liberl for the past X months.
Still not over Colonel Richard
Colonel
being his
Richard.
name.
Yeah. Alan Richard!
Richard! Michael!
In my brain connecting two thoughts that do not, in fact, have any actual connection, the first thing my thought leapt to after Michael was, what's the matter, Velma? Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I think we left off just before dinner time, where many luminaries have gathered from across the kingdom, and it seems like there's gonna be maybe some kind of announcement, or the Duke is just throwing a party because he wants to be a cool guy.
Attention everyone, the queen is dead.
I have consumed her!
Attention, duelists!
Oh, man, I should probably get my, when there's a break, I'll switch to my nice mic. Hey, guys! Talk about being late. The party's about to start, you know.
Sorry. We got so caught up in sightseeing that we lost track of time. Plus, we also talked to all of the mayors.
Oh, well, aren't we well connected?
We're close friends with the mayor of Roland. Plus, we've met the other mayors in the course of our travels.
Ah, I see. I guess your work as bracers has caused you to meet quite a few big shots. You two sure get around for junior bracers.
Yeah, you might say that. Have you done any bracer assignments since we came to Gransel? I guess it's not all
I'm
that
not a bracer.
different. I guess it's not all that different in other countries, right?
Don't try it in Erebonia. Right, for a full-fledged bracer, nationality isn't an issue when it comes to your work. The prelim fights and legal procedures at the embassy kept me too busy to get any actual work done, though. But hey, there are 4 other bracers on duty too, which isn't so bad.
Normally, that would be enough to handle most cases, I'd imagine. But with all of them concentrated in Gransel, that must make it tough to handle any cases in other regions.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know how the Steam overlay works. It's possible that Stream just got a glimpse of Piff is now playing Final Fantasy XIV. Ugh. I feel like a goose just walked over my grave. You know that old saying?
Oh.
I've heard that saying.
Really? Okay, fair enough. I wonder what's going on with Shara back in Roland.
So, real quick as an aside, because I think this is the audience for it. In Cold Steel 3, they mention by name every single party member in this game, including Zin.
Yeah.
Except Shara, who they mention more than anyone else and comically refuse to name her.
Yeah.
Where it's just like another A-ranked bracer was here with Agate, a silver-haired bracer with 10 skin, and it's like, it's very funny. It's like she who must not be named.
If you name her, if you say her name 3 times, she will appear, and so we're not going to take that risk.
If you say her name 3 times, your blood alcohol level immediately spikes to over the legal limit. Now that name rings a bell. You wouldn't happen to be talking about Sherazade, would you?
You know her?
Look, you said her name!
You know her?
She's our mentor. She's our mentor, and she's been a close friend for ages.
You know my mentor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. I met her a long time ago when a case brought her to Calvard. She was fortunate to have a good master working with her from such a young age.
Master?
Yeah, probably Dad.
You know my dad?
She knew my dad.
You know your dad? I think this was actually me.
Please, pardon me. The table for the dinner party has been set. May I show you the way?
Sure, I was getting bored with waiting anyhow.
Fuck your
Wow.
castle.
Thanks,
I hate
dude.
it.
All right, wanna go and eat fancy?
Sure, that fight left me starving. Let's go dig in.
Come on, you two. It would be nice if you two didn't completely forget your table manners for once.
No, fuck you.
You don't know me.
This is a dinner party, right? What's with all the empty plates then? Plenty of knives and forks, though.
Eat
Hello,
them.
Estelle.
That's because it's a formal dinner. Everything comes out in a specific order, starting with the hors d'oeuvre. Then you use the knife and the forks from the outside in.
And that's all part of having good table manners? And here comes the anxiety attack.
It's really not so bad. It does mean that you get to have some of the finest food available. Manners and etiquette are secondary.
Indeed. I'm told that you know everyone who'll be here. No
I'm gonna
need
swap
to
mics so covers in for me.
stress.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Please don't encourage her. Who are you?
On that note, is the gentleman accompanying you going to be okay with a knife and fork?
Racist.
I'm told that folks from the East usually eat with chopsticks.
You've done your research. However, I'm a firm believer in when in Liberl, do as the Liberlians do policy. Also, wow, racist. I am not especially skilled with them, but I will use a knife and fork.
Oh my, how elegantly handled. I'm impressed. You're as much a gentleman as you are a martial arts champion.
Ha ha ha! You flatter me! Boy, he really is a complete sucker for a pretty face.
Yeah.
I think he's more being polite than a lech, though. Anyway, his graces, will we wait?
It never gets old. It really does.
It really hits hard some lines.
I wonder what he's up to. So if the seat at the head of the table is for the Duke, then who's that other one for? Indeed. Perhaps it is intended for Princess Claudia.
Oh.
Your attention, ladies
God, this is
and
just the
gentlemen.
Austin old man
Yeah.
hour.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. My humblest apologies for the long delay.
My Humboldt penguins.
Presenting His Grace, the Duke.
Oh.
Well then, I must apologize for making you wait so. I'm afraid that I was in a meeting from which I simply could not break away. This gentleman is Colonel Richard, commanding officer of the Royal Intelligence Division. I've invited him here to thank him for his tireless efforts in helping to deal with the terrorist situation.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. I was quite gratified to be invited to this occasion by our honorable Duke. I ask that you pardon my uncouth soldier's uniform and allow me to sit with you.
Oh boy.
Amalthea, you may push in my chair and stand awkwardly behind me.
That
Yep.
is
There it goes.
what's happening.
You've gotta be kidding. We're having dinner with him?
I suspected this might happen, but it's still unnerving. So, how about terrorism?
Excellent, excellent.
I love terrorism.
Because I'm a terrorist. What say you, Mayor Maybell? What do you think of Grancel Castle's master chef? Is his cooking not on par with that found in Bose's Anteros restaurant?
Yes, it's quite remarkable. The wine selection is also perfectly complements the meal. I almost want to try hiring him away.
Oh, you are not the first to say such things. And what of you? Zin, wasn't it? Is the food to your liking?
Oh, it's excellent. I don't have any words to describe the sense of refinement and depth. I certainly believe I could develop a real taste for Liberlian cuisine, though.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. And you, young Grayson? I imagine you've never experienced such fine food in your life before.
It's extremely delicious. Far more worthy of being associated with the royal family than the person who invited us.
Indeed, it is a genuine treat.
It does look like 30% of the monsters we've killed. It is certainly delicious food.
I love how pissed you are about that.
And we couldn't miss a chance to attend so prestigious an event as this. Thank you very much for your gracious invitation.
Very kind of you to say so. I do finally remember what my butler has been telling me about. We met before during the Ruan incident. Perhaps our fates are linked in some bizarre fashion.
Yes, sir. Maybe so. So, he'd forgotten all about us until his butler reminded him.
Come, let us put social classes and rank aside for the evening. Food is abundant and the wine flows freely, so enjoy to your heart's content. I love playing this guy, he's so
Yeah.
fun.
Your Grace, if we could, I'd like to do as we discussed first.
Ah, yes, that's a fine idea. Actually, I have something important I'd like to say to you fine folk who represent the kingdom.
Die! Presses button.
He takes out a pistol, misses everyone. I used shoots Butler Phil.
1 second, let me reload.
I'll wait. We'll wait. Reloads, fires 6 bullets directly into Colonel Richard, ending the game.
Oops.
I thank you for letting me do all that. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Enforcer number 21.
I'm Enforcer number 21, the Mound of Meat.
It's me, Lictor, the head of the intelligence division in Erebonia.
God, I hate that fuck. I use this celebration as the place to make an important announcement. Very good, Major Klaus.
And what might that be?
I believe I will allow Colonel Richard to explain in detail.
Thank you. As you are no doubt already aware, Her Majesty has been in poor health of late. However, since she has been recovering and may grace us with a public appearance soon. Good news!
Could we possibly go and check in on her?
Unfortunately, she does not consider that to be a wise decision at the moment. Within a few days, it seems likely that the terrorists plaguing the kingdom will be swept away.
I'm retiring, you see.
In light of that, the Queen's birthday celebrations will be held as originally planned. Well, the citizens will surely be happy to hear this news, as they've been looking forward to it. But surely that is not all you wish to tell us? Right. If that were all, you could have just sent along a message.
From Dr. Wowie.
Haha. Indeed, you are correct. Her Majesty is continuing to recover, as we previously stated. However, we have decided that the postal system will be closed down as a result.
No.
Given the gravity of her condition, she has also issued a proclamation. Due to her tenuous health, she has stated that she wishes to abdicate the throne and turn over royal authority to her nephew, Duke Dunan.
Yikes.
These?
What?
Is this true?
Joshua, this is...
Yeah, the conspiracy finally makes its appearance.
I was surprised when Her Majesty first broached the subject as well, but her illness has left her quite frail. But it is only natural. She has ruled the kingdom for 40 years, leading it through times of strife and war, all without a husband, I might add. Given that, I wish to relive I wish to relive her.
Relive her
We'll be
stress.
turning her off and on to reset her. Colonel Richard told me if we kill her and wait and then turn her back on, everything will be fine. Given
Indeed.
that, I wish to relieve her of her stress, of the stress of her duties following the festival's successful conclusion. As the heir to the throne, the decisions are mine to make.
Bad. Is bad? I'm scared.
Isn't this far too serious a matter to discuss at what is supposedly a casual dinner? But pardon my rudeness, but this all seems to stretch credulity.
Mayor Maybell, are you saying that you cannot take His Grace at his word?
No, nothing of the sort. I simply mean that as an elected official, I don't understand why the successor to the throne can't be elected in the same fashion.
Oh dear! This is a monarchy.
Well,
That's
no, it's a democracy. We've just removed the postal service and all of the places you can place a ballot.
Yes. If possible, I'd like to hear this directly from Her Majesty. Your unease is quite understandable, but we do ask that you try to maintain your composure and allow us to continue. As mentioned earlier, I believe Her Majesty will give a formal announcement herself during the festival. Could you be persuaded to shelve your doubts until then? Well, the issue is basically this. Once this becomes common knowledge, we cannot know how the citizens will react. This is why we're telling the leaders first, to help stave off any chaos or public disorder before it happens. This was also the decision of His Grace.
Well, yes, this is true.
Also, the Queen's abdication of the throne will have international repercussions. The other nations on the continent will have their eyes on us, and we must be watchful for any action on the part of the Erebonians. Surely you can see why it is necessary to show unified support for their new king. This is the world in which we are going to be living.
He makes it all sound so rational.
Yeah, he's quite the master manipulator. In other words, the official decree will be given during the birthday celebration. But you thought it would be best to inform us first so that we can be prepared for any issues that may arise, correct? Haha! I'm glad to see that we have an understanding. If this all comes to pass, we're going to find ourselves busy.
Have you noticed these toenails I've stapled to my forehead?
Yes, we'll have to announce it to the citizens.
I have a question. I believe that the Duke has a fair claim to the throne. However, is there not another who also has the same right of succession?
Well,
No doubt you're referring to Her Majesty's granddaughter, Princess Claudia. It is true that she and His Grace have an equal claim to the throne, but it would appear that Her Majesty did not choose her due to her tender age. And I must say, I agree with her wisdom in this matter. I should hardly like to impose such responsibility upon a girl so young.
yes, absolutely. For the time being, I believe it would be best for Claudia to find a fine marriage prospect. Though it is strictly informal, there is already interest from the royal families of a number of other nations. Perhaps the royal wedding could take place as soon as this year.
Oh my.
I understand. If that happens, then we'll have two major events to celebrate. I honestly think she's a bit young for marriage.
Excuse me, may I ask a question?
Zin?
What's Lightborough?
I don't mind. Speak freely.
Sorry to seem rude, but doesn't this sound like the kind of conversation... sorry to seem rude, but this doesn't sound like the kind of conversation you'd want outsiders hearing. Particularly a foreigner. So how come you're making this announcement now?
Oh, quite simple. We plan on killing all of you.
Oh,
That is
okay, thank
solely
you.
because of the serendipitous turn of events that allowed Bracers to win the championship. We had wanted to inform the guild of this in advance as well. I've already discussed the idea with Her Majesty.
Gotcha. I guess Liberal's military embracers are Dr. Wawi.
That is because we lack the military strength of the Empire or the Republic. The harsh reality is that keeping close relations with each other is a must. In any event, do you now understand our intentions?
Yeah, alright. We'll pass on what you learned here to the guild then. Whatever.
Yeah.
This is suspicious.
Man, I've heard some pretty unbelievable conversations in my time, but that was something else. I mean, I'm a foreigner after all, so it's not that big of a deal for me. I bet that was huge news for you guys, though.
Of course it was. I can't believe things have gone this far already.
Huh?
Never mind. But really, what a shame. That food was so amazing, and it practically melted in the mouth. I can tell what that last flavor was, though.
Cyanide.
Understandable enough. It did have a distinctly poisonous texture to it. But anyway,
What's a poisonous texture?
Oh, it was full of scorpions.
yeah,
A little
Are these
crunchy.
live scorpions in this cake?
I don't
Yes,
like
sir.
it.
this gelatin has an awful lot of Irukanji in them. But anyway, did you want to go for a walk to work off some of that rich food, Estelle?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I could go for a little bit of fresh air.
You just played tourist a little while ago, and now you want to take an after-dinner walk? I sure don't get it. Must be a local thing.
I think you're exaggerating a little bit.
You haven't gone out to take in the sights? There's a lot of historic architecture around here, you know?
If the mood hits me, I may give it a shot. On the other hand, the kitchen may still have some food left over.
You've gotta be kidding. You're still hungry?
I am 15 feet tall, Estelle. If you had a blade to my throat, my dying wish would be for some liquor and a snack. I might go and hunt up a bar or something in a little bit.
I'm about to head out. Get turned. Things have gotten serious. We really have to find a way to get in to see Her Majesty.
First things first, we go talk to the head maid, Hilda, like we promised. She probably knows a way for us to speak directly to the Queen.
Fine by me.
They could go work off those weird jello mountains, those jello volcanoes they were eating.
I don't know.
Oh, it's you!
What? Who is that? Nameless text box? Oh, it's you.
Colonel Richard.
Oh boy.
Heard you was talking shit.
Haha! Estelle and Joshua. This is our first opportunity to truly speak face to face, I believe. The last time we saw one another was right after Mayor Delmore was arrested, wasn't it? I'm honestly surprised that you remember us. I realize that we exchanged a few words, but you made quite an impression on me. My curiosity was piqued, so I did a bit of checking up on you. I was quite surprised to learn that you were the children of Colonel Cassius.
You know my dad?
You...
How'd you find that out?
You looked up my dad on Wikipedia?
Haha, please understand. I'm not trying to show off the Intelligence Division's capabilities.
Our intelligence gathering is second to none. We know of Cassius Bright.
I'm greatly indebted to him from our time together in the army. Indeed, more than words can properly express.
Hmm.
Might I persuade you to stay a while and talk? I've been hoping to speak with you two for quite some time now.
Huh?
Please, enter the gun dungeon.
Pardon me, Colonel. But don't you have a meeting with His Grace?
I don't mind being a bit late. Ah, yes. If we're going to talk, why don't we use the lounge inside? I'll mix you up a couple of virgin cocktails.
I'll prepare them, sir.
No, that won't be necessary. I want you to go to His Grace and inform him that I'll be delayed.
Yes, sir. Pardon me then.
This is maybe... I didn't play the third game, but this is maybe the only scene I remember going like, I like Colonel Richard as a character.
All right, listen. She's crazy. She's made me do all of this.
Fucking
Now-
passes the buck.
Now then, shall we retire to the lounge?
See you later, Captain Fall Guy. I mean, Amalthea.
Please, follow me.
Captain Scapegoat.
If only we had a
Uh,
scapegoat. Goodbye, Vice Captain of Alfonso's ship.
Joshua, what should we do?
I don't see where we have much choice but to follow him. We'll be a little late, but we can talk to the head maid later.
Well, you never know. We should look around before we do that. There might be a missable quest.
Yeah, we should actually see if there's the final chapter of that book around here.
Ugh.
I met Cassius shortly after I graduated from the military academy. I was assigned to a mobile unit that was under his command. And since that time, I have found myself in his debt again and again, both personally and professionally.
He did? And, what did you think of him at the time?
To put it simply, he was a hero. And a master swordsman to boot. No matter the scenario, he could find a way to handle any number of battlefronts in every direction. It wasn't just a matter of sheer tactics. He understood and could direct high-level strategy as well. Quite simply, he was a man without peer.
I didn't know better. I'd say we were talking about two different people.
So you were with our father during the 100 Days' War? Yes, he was my CO. Even now, I can still vividly remember the excitement that filled me as we executed his plan that turned the war's tide. Anytime I get to talking about those days, time just runs away with me. But this much I can tell you. If Cassius Bright had not been part of the Royal Army, Liberl would now be a part of the Erebonian Empire.
No way! That's kinda hard to believe.
Well, as a hero, he had a knack for doing unbelievable things. He left the army immediately after the war, declining even a medal from the Queen, so few know of his achievements. But inside the army, many soldiers still hold him up as the prime example of what a hero should be.
He never said one word about any of this to me.
Well, it's not really the kind of thing you tell your daughter about. He talks to me about it all the time. It's not fair to criticize him for that.
Hey,
I
whose
think it
side are
is.
you on? And besides, why doesn't any of this shock you like it shocks me? Did you already know about all this or something?
Well, I didn't know he was Colonel Richard's superior officer. The rest I knew about, vaguely.
Vaguely? You're an accomplice!
You knew my dad?!
You! Of all people, you knew my dad!
God.
Hey, calm down. It's not like he told me any of it. I just figured a lot of it out. He told me he didn't feel it was something worth going out of his way to tell others about.
I just don't get it. When he comes back, he is so in trouble.
Please, excuse us. We didn't mean to interrupt. No. Seeing you like this is actually a bit of a relief. When I found out that your father was intending to leave the military, I desperately tried to stop him. But it seems that by leaving, he did what was best for himself after all. After losing his dear wife, maybe being with you was all that could help him recover.
Colonel Richard?
Now then, I thank you for taking the time to come here. I really can't keep the Duke waiting, so I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me.
Oh, alright.
Our apologies for making you so late. Not at all. You both have told me the one thing I wanted most to know, and thus, I have no regrets.
Huh?
How's that again? I'm sure we'll have a chance to speak again soon. Cassius might even be with us then, to share in the stories.
In Gehenna.
What? So suspicious. This man, he just thinks he can say whatever the fuck he wants.
God, everyone talks like that in the Cold Steel
Yeah,
game.
okay. Who was that man, and what has he done with Colonel Richard?
What are you babbling about now?
It's just that it's weird to hear him talking about Dad that way. I wasn't expecting him to be so, well, nice.
True, he doesn't seem all that villainous anyway.
He did say, "Now I have no regrets."
Now
and
I
walk
have
away.
no regrets. Regrets. Even so, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's got something up his sleeve. For now, we should probably put the issue of Dad aside.
Impossible.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And I hate to say it, but I think that he might have just been playing nice just because he could get something out of it. He's an intelligence officer, so he probably thinks that fooling a couple of kids is as easy as could be.
Don't you think that's going a little too far?
You're right. Terrorism and taking over the kingdom is one thing, but tricking a
Lying
couple
to
of
children.
kids, yeah. Let me be the one who's mistrustful of others. You should just follow your instincts and believe whatever you think is right.
Huh?
But just make sure you're prepared for anything. Don't let your guard down. I'd say a bracer's job is pretty much that, in fact.
Okay, I got it. Keep it in mind.
Thank you, Estelle.
Thank you? What the heck are you thanking me for? Anyway, we need to go back and see Hilda. She's probably sick of waiting for us.
Yeah, she should be in the maid quarters.
I don't know where that is, so we're gonna wander around.
It's downstairs.
Okay. Downstairs.
Oh, it's right
Just
there.
the one.
Or-
Actually?
no, sorry, we're on the second floor, I
Okay.
think. Yeah, you go down and then it's
These
yeah,
maybe?
there.
Yeah, here we go.
Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. You're awfully late, aren't you?
Sorry about that. We kind of got caught by Colonel Richard.
Did you now?
He had some things to tell us about our dad.
You know your dad?
I don't think he has any idea what we're up to, though.
I see. Ah, yes. That letter of introduction did mention that you are Mr. Cassius's children. I can understand at least some of how Colonel Richard feels.
Oh, do you know our dad
Wait,
too?
no, please screen cap that.
Every
Please screen
time-
cap that.
Yeah.
Every time I
that's the
think,
game.
like, I was like, man, what a perfect end cap to that joke forever.
And it comes back every time.
He used to come here when he worked as General Morgan's aide-de-camp. I'm told that he was a school friend of the late Prince's, Her Majesty's son.
Late Prince?
Princess Claudia's father.
Yes, he was killed 15 years ago in a tragic shipwreck. Would that he were still alive today, none of this would be happening.
Huh?
But lamenting what might have been is a fool's errand. Evening is fast approaching. We must make our preparations at once. Come on in, Shea.
Hi,
Oh, hey, aren't you?
I am she.
Shea, right?
Yeah.
I am she.
Yes, thank you for remembering. You look well, Estelle, Joshua.
I've been told of your current predicament. You won't find a more dependable child. She's a great help to us whenever the princess is in the castle.
She is the
Princess
perfect
Claudia.
spy because she does not have a portrait. Therefore, she does not stand out. That shouldn't pose a problem.
Thank you. If you're ready, you should go change into your uniforms. The ribbons and the headpiece are tricky, so I'll adjust them for you.
Oh,
What?
I see. We'll be doing this again.
What do you mean?
Yeah, this is the best game.
Estelle is going to need to dress as one of the maids in order to get into the royal keep. A little playing with the hair and you'll blend right in.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, uniforms don't allow much in the way of personalization. That should be ideal for sneaking in.
Ah, me in a maid's outfit. I've been wanting to try one on since we first met Lila. Cute, breezy, easy to move in.
I like that Lila, of all people, was referenced specifically for this. Shay is just sitting there like, yes, this line right here earned her a portrait, where otherwise she shouldn't have gotten one.
Haha. That's very cute, I think, that Estelle is like, yay, a maid outfit.
Well, if our uniforms weren't easy to move in, they'd make cleaning much more difficult.
I thought so. Well, let's get this sucker on me.
Why so excited? I'm glad you're in high spirits, but you need to remember your manners in front of the queen. You won't have me to lean on this time.
Why not? You're changing too, aren't you?
Oh god.
Pardon?
I mean, he did play the princess during the play at the campus festival. Is there really that much of a difference between the fancy dress and a maid outfit?
Estelle knows what she likes.
That's
Yeah?
different. It was a play. I can't appear before Her Majesty in women's clothes.
Oh, you'll be fine. It's not at all shameful or anything. Besides, you made such a gorgeous princess.
Not this again. Cut the jokes, will you? Hilda, help me out here. Say something.
They're both just imagining what it
Anyone?
would be like.
I see. That shouldn't pose a problem. Shea, don't you have that extra hairpiece designed for the princess? Yes. It's never been used, though. She has that full, he has that full dark hair, so it would probably look good on him.
Hey, hold on a second.
Well, looks like it's a 3-to-1 vote. Majority rules.
This way, please. We can use this as a changing room.
Wait a minute. I don't ever remember agreeing to changing. No!
There's an upcoming line that I've had screen capped as a reaction image for like a year and a half now.
All right. If I have to change, I can do it myself. Shay, you're not planning on using makeup too, are you?
Kids these days.
like kids these days. Oh, why don't they love cross-dressing? In my day, we loved it. We couldn't get enough.
Oh my.
Ta-da!
Oh.
Sorry. What do you think?
I think it suits her very well. Such a bright, active maid in training, and after only just coming into the castle, too. You certainly had me convinced. And with the hair down like that, no one will be any the wiser. Perhaps you'd like to work at Grancel Castle for real when this is all settled.
Well, we already work as bracers, so, anyway... Come on, Joshua, get out here.
No chance I can talk you out of this?
None at all. You're just making this take longer.
Fine. You're impossible sometimes.
I like the camera pan.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets a sparkle.
Well, it's almost frightening how good that looks.
Isn't it awesome? It looks better on him than it does on me, and I'm an actual girl.
A bit of makeup can make all the difference in the world.
Please, just say you're done.
God, imagine how pretty he would look if we had the artist from the Coldfield games
Yeah.
instead of these Play-Doh dolls.
Well, I suppose so. I'll show you the way to the royal keep. You need to make certain you watch me and learn how a maid handles herself.
Yes, ma'am. We're finally gonna meet the queen in person.
Yes, this is the do or die moment. We just have to stay focused and get to the royal keep.
It's hard to take you seriously in that outfit.
Oh my god.
Well, excuse me! This was your idea! I can't believe you've got the nerve to pick on—
Sorry. Don't get all mad. I'll treat you to some ice cream later, okay?
I'm not a little baby! I'm not a little baby boy. I'm not a piss baby.
I'm not a little pee-pee boy. I'm not.
You pissed
not
on it,
like
didn't you?
You
You pissed on it, didn't you, little piss bear?
I'm not obsessed with food.
Hey, I'm not obsessed with food.
They get along so well, don't they? We're out of time. Let's get to the royal keep.
Excuse me.
I am the main character
Oh,
now.
what?
Let's see what my stats are.
Yeah.
Damn.
I am the Stella Bright.
Paper Mario
is
walking around
me!
Peach's castle music.
Yeah.
Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum.
It is I,
No,
the Ashen Gravestone.
Oh my god.
Name for my hair and my future.
Hilda. Hilda.
What business do you have with Her Majesty at this hour?
I'm bringing some tea and spoons at her request. The current situation means that Her Majesty is denied the right to even go about her daily life as she wishes, after all.
We know our imprisoning.
That's such harsh words.
Who are these maids with you? I don't recognize them.
His Grace ordered me to hire on some additional staff to help. They've only just arrived at the castle today.
Really now?
Hey, you're pretty cute.
Thank you.
Not you.
Don't make jokes.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling we've met before?
Crap.
Do you stare so hard at every young lady you see? I do hope you're not thinking any untoward thoughts. I rather think that His Grace and the Colonel would disapprove.
You haven't met His Grace then. Hey, it's not like that.
We're the elite of the Royal Army. We wouldn't do that.
All's well then. Now, if I wipe the spittle from my brow, will you please allow us to pass?
Pardon us, ladies.
Please, go ahead.
I'm just imagining when he's hissing and not like actually speaking from fucking Dodgeball, the Globo Gym guys doing their like.
The two finger.
That was intense. Thanks, Hilda. You're a real lifesaver.
Yeah, that was really well done.
I'm just glad I could help. Now then, are you planning to change your clothes before going to see Her Majesty?
Oh, for the
Seems
love
like
of God, yes.
If you'd prefer, I can just show you the way now.
I think I'm okay as is.
Boy, clothes, now.
Screenshot it. Oh, for the love of... Why are you always so self-conscious? What was wrong with what you had on?
It's not an issue of self-consciousness. By the way, Hilda, is this room what I think it is?
Yes, it is Princess Claudia's bedroom. But she rarely sleeps in the castle, so the room is all but unused.
Ah, no kidding. But I heard that the princess was tending to the queen.
I guess that's just gossip then.
You'd have to ask Her Majesty for the full details. Her room is on the second floor of the royal keep. I'll take you there.
I'm just gonna let you wander now.
There's a lot of like what it looks like wine bottles in Claudia's room. I like to imagine she gets sauced in there.
Yeah.
She gets sauced and then disappears for a couple of years.
Months.
I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I brought the two I spoke of before. This is Joshua and Estelle.
Bring them in.
Probably Mo.
Oh, thank you kindly. By all means, enter.
As you wish. I'll wait for you here. You two go on in.
Right.
Pardon us.
I won't.
Thank
Remain
you.
unpardoned and
Oh.
die.
Just camera fades in, and
It's
you just see
Olivier.
this, yeah, you just see this horrible like flesh monster tied to the wall that has the queen's face.
I'm quite sick.
I bid you welcome. My name is Alicia von Osleys.
Osleys, I think.
I'm the 26th monarch of the nation of Libra.
I'm Estelle Bright. I'm a junior bracer of the Bracer Guild.
And I'm Joshua Bright, of the same affiliation. It is a great honor to meet you, Your Majesty.
Estelle and Joshua. I have truly been looking forward to meeting you both. I regret that I can't offer you proper hospitality, but I have prepared some tea. Please, have some and relax.
This is poison. Just pours a scorpion into a cup.
Keeps me young.
We have some poison dart frog tea. Just one drop is enough to kill a bold elephant.
I see. So Professor Wussel asked for this information. A pitch black orbment capable of negating all other orbal energies. And you say the Colonel has acquired it?
Such was my power when I was young. The professor told us that you might have some idea of what he intends to do with it, Your Majesty. Can you tell us anything?
I have a vague idea, but I did not think the Colonel even knew of it. Perhaps I'm worrying about nothing, but even so.
Excuse me, but what is this vague idea you have?
Well, there's the old keep. Outside of this castle, there's an old keep, and it's very dungeonous.
It's kind of like a sewer. I suppose there's no harm in telling you. Roughly 10 years ago, a massive orbal reaction
Don't make
was
jokes.
detected beneath Gransel.
Sorry, what was the joke? I missed it.
It was, there's an old keep, and it's very maze-like, and that's
Oh yeah,
where
don't make jokes.
Yeah.
Professor Wussel was the individual who came to investigate.
Did this happen in the vicinity of the sewers?
No, far deeper underground than that, in fact. Professor Wussel was under the impression that it might be a relic of the ancients that still functioned.
How?
So, it was a bona fide artifact then? Most artifacts I know of have lost their function, like the mechanisms on top of the towers. But every now and again, you find one that still functions, like Mayor Dalmore's family heirloom.
Something like that is beneath Gransel. So what does that tell us about the gospel?
Maybe it could be used to halt the artifact's functions. Could it do that?
Yes. However, we were unable to establish the nature of the artifact, or indeed why it was buried beneath the city. But it's beyond my imaginings how the Colonel could know of its existence. Professor Wussel's research on it was kept strictly confidential and off the record.
The record, as the case
The
may be.
record.
I see. In any event, it seems likely that trouble is on the way.
Honestly, just as I start to think that the Colonel might be a slightly nicer guy than we were giving him credit for, when someone's trying to stir up trouble, that's when us bracers come in. We won't let him get away with whatever evil scheme he's trying to pull off.
I'd expect no less from Cassius's daughter.
This better be the last one of the game.
Oh
no! What? Joshua, you traitor!
I love
You're
it.
acquainted with our father, Your Majesty?
Screenshotted.
I would kill. Hey, Aram, how
Yeah.
much would I have to pay you to play this game again and screen
Just screen cap all of
every
them.
time?
Every instance. God.
Fair bit.
He was a friend of my late son's and a great savior to the nation. Even after he retired from the army, he would sometimes undertake requests for me.
Really?
I didn't know that.
I imagine there are a great many things about him that you do not know,
Unlike everyone else.
including the precise role he played in the war 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
10 years ago. I assume you have not been told?
Well, nothing super detailed.
Perhaps, then, that is the role that I'm meant to play. Estelle, Joshua, will you indulge me by listening to an old story?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
No! We really gotta get going, and it's no indulgence, Your Majesty.
Estelle, I'm your mom.
Estelle, I am Cassius Bright.
She takes
The
off.
It's me!
You know my dad?
No,
I
I am your dad.
10 years ago in the spring, a tragedy occurred in the southern reaches of the Erebonian Empire.
Oh wow, I really gotta go to the bathroom.
Its cause is yet unknown, so that is something I must omit. The Empire used that event as a pretext for their invasion of Libro. So began the sad times that would become known as the 100 Days' War. Exposition.
That's not so bad.
As the Empire made its declaration of war, a massive military force breached the Haken Gate. In what seemed like scant moments, all of Liberl became occupied territory, save for Gransel. It is said that the invasion force was 3 times the size of the entire royal army.
So, like, 100th of the Erebonian army.
Yeah, Jesus.
The reinforcements from Calvard were too late to stop their advance, and it was but a matter of time before Gransel too would fall.
But then Cassius Bright showed up.
Pretty much.
And killed
And
all of them.
sweeped all of their robots and their mechs with one swipe of his amazing katana.
But too much.
He used what he referred to as his ogre power, which I guess that's what the translations are going with.
After the outbreak of hostilities, the war changed in a way that none could have imagined. Patrol airships had just been developed and were used to recapture Liberal's checkpoints, severing the Imperial Army's communication.
I like that guy down there in the bottom center who's just like shooting his gun at them and holding his other arm on his head.
Yeah, like that's gonna stop the bullets that will come back.
Yeah.
The Royal Army then set about recapturing the major regions one by one using ships launched from Leiston Fortress. Zace, Ruan, Bose, Roland. With their supply lines severed, the Erebonian forces occupying each region were swiftly crushed. Oh, is that Cassius?
Yeah.
And the one behind this plan for a counteroffensive was none other than one Colonel Cassius Bright, your father.
His disgusting Etch-a-Sketch Ferris material magnet mustache.
Oh, it was your father who was General Morgan's right-hand man at the time, as well as Colonel Richard's superior officer.
You know Goldwood Morgan?
You know his stupid onion-haired.
I can't get over it.
You know, he's been rocking that same hairdo for 10 years now.
I remember when we first found him growing as a bulb in the ground. We nurtured him until he was a man.
Afterward, with the intercession of the Braces Guild and the Septian Church, the war was brought to an end. But it was at this time that Cassius lost what he treasured most in all of the world. Me, his baby mama. Lena, your mother. Estelle. The clock tower was destroyed in the Imperial Army's vain attempts to hold back the counteroffensive. What followed, I'm sure you know. Cassius was not even able to be by his wife's side in her final moments.
Oh. I had
But-
no idea.
But
My
the
mom is
strength
dead?
But the strength that he gained from Lena's death and the desire for bloody vengeance made him strong enough to just dynasty warriors through the entire Erebonian Empire.
And he believed that the military operation that he himself had planned effectively caused her death, and he was right. Blaming himself, he left the military and took up the path of the brazen. All to stay with the only one he had left, you. And at this time, he swore he would be able to protect those he loved.
Idiot. It wasn't his fault that Mom died. How could he even think that?
Stell.
Yes, you are correct.
I am the one who took the life of your mother. Just one of hundreds to sustain my years-long reign.
Her soul is mine. Her face turns into Stell's mom.
Hello, honey.
I'll be honest, if some shit like that were to happen, I'd be like, man, Trails is wild.
This game took a turn.
Yeah. Given all that he lost was in service to his country, the responsibility falls on me. And so, I'm sorry, Estelle. I failed to protect your mother. I have wished to apologize to you for a long time.
But you don't need to apologize. You've protected the peace of this country ever since the war ended. Peace that Dad and all the other soldiers who defended Liberl in the war fought so hard to protect. And the peace that Mom gave her life for so I could live in it. You have nothing to be sorry for.
Estelle, you have a kind heart, and I'm grateful. It gladdens my heart to have finally met you in person. Now more than ever.
Majesty.
However, that is why I do not wish you to put yourself in danger. I would like for you to remove yourself from any dealings with this matter.
What?
The way you're like hanging on certain words is reminding me of the lady who plays Mrs. Claus in all the stop motion Rankin Bass Christmas movies.
I don't know. Our old Santa's gonna think of this one.
Like he's gonna beat her.
Whoa.
I actually did watch those. so I don't know.
Now, Mother, I've got this big old sack of toys, and it's gonna be a swap in your body if you don't listen.
But Julia, I mean Lieutenant Schwartz, asked us to help you.
I thank you. I'm grateful for your willingness to do so. But if some tragedy were to befall you in Cassius's absence, I know of no apology that could ever suffice. I ask only that you go back to your home in Roland and wait for your father to return.
What?
If I may, Your Majesty, the peace that Dad restored and you protect, though it has held firm, now trembles like a leaf in the breeze.
Joshua?
Who are
Why
you?
are you talking like that?
If the Colonel is able to use the gospel for whatever purpose he intends, and if he succeeds in making the Duke the new King of Liberl, then what will become of that peace? I ask only that you consider that.
Like I haven't thought of all this shit.
Your Majesty? Right when we became junior bracers, we inherited a whole lot of work from Dad. After the Sky Bandit incident, we got that letter and the package, and we've been running around all around creation ever since. Feels to us like our dad's been nudging us in the back this whole time. That's why I want to defend peace, so that everyone we've met and everyone we care about can go on living secure and happy lives. Just like you, and just like Mom and Dad. I'm doing this because it's what I believe is right, and I really want to see it through.
Estelle.
To be fair, I mean,
if Dad didn't send us the gospel in the first place,
Yeah.
Richard wouldn't have it.
It seems she was right about you.
Huh?
I, too, am ready. I would like the two of you to carry my request to the Bracers Guild.
Your Majesty.
My liege, we'll do whatever you ask.
I will join your party for this arc.
Along with the new main character, Hilda.
Hell yeah, Hilda's an OG. I'd fucked with Hilda. My request is for the Bracers Guild to rescue those being held captive by the Intelligence Division.
Including
just
myself.
me. Yeah.
Me, I can't leave this place. Help. Amongst them is my granddaughter, Claudia.
Aha, so the princess is being held captive somewhere.
Yes. This coup has started when I backed her as the successor to the throne.
I was on another tab and I thought instead of this coup, I thought you said,
Yes, it's cool.
The queen just becomes me.
In other words,
Have
do
you ever
not
heard of a
arrest-
band called the Frost
Run
Bottoms?
DMC. Oh. Yes. Though he is my nephew, he is possessed of a considerable number of character flaws. He can't abide by my favorite movie, Pootie Tang. In brief, where he is lacking, my granddaughter shines. She loves Pootie Tang. For the sake of this nation's future, I would have my granddaughter succeed.
Well, I don't actually know her, but I personally lean toward the idea that your judgment should really be trusted here.
No matter the era, there will always be those who object strongly to a woman wielding political power. Not to mention, the memory of the invasion by a larger power is still relatively fresh. Some of them will perceive a succession of 2 consecutive queens to be a sign of weakness. It is hardly surprising that such a notion has taken root in the mind of some.
Some, including Colonel Richard, I presume.
I love your dad. He's so cool. But if he was a woman, like, ew, am I right?
Ew. Yes.
Colonel
indeed.
Richard, I am a woman. Oh God. Oh my God. Sorry, I mistook you for a man since you're so manly and gross.
Quite right. Claudia's pending succession to the throne caught him quite unawares. That, along with his passing of this information to the Duke, is what led to this coup. This was all staged so that Liberal would become a strong military power with the Colonel ruling from the shadows.
I see. That finally lets us see the whole picture.
So, if Liberal became a militarized country, what would happen then?
A great many things.
We'd have 4 games instead of 2, and they'd be bad.
Taxes would be levied to fill the war chest. Orbital weaponry would be developed with the express intent of causing havoc on a massive scale. A wide-ranging policy of conscription would be adopted, and no doubt contracting Jaeger Corps would be made legal, which is not the case at present.
Oh no.
Indeed, the Colonel has made very adamant requests that I enact such policies. I thought that such proposals were born out of genuine love for his country, but I never agreed that they were the right course of action to take. The Royal Army is not all that protects this land. We have worked hard to maintain treaties with other countries. Defending a nation goes hand in hand with free cultural exchange and trade with all other nations to the benefit of all.
I feel the same way, Your Majesty.
Yeah, socioeconomic and global politics. I still can't read.
The Colonel, however, finds such notions to be womanly and foolishly idealistic.
Wow, I can't believe that the Colonel's eventual evil motives is just sexism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that being one of either Aram or Jay's initial, like, man, fuck this game reactions. Maybe it was J-Man, actually.
I'm fine with it because it's like, he didn't like my politics and is a little sexist, and so he started a coup to something, like, that's like a way more real world series of events than,
I guess so.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple other events, but
yeah, there's some other stuff going on, but yeah, go ahead.
And so, he demanded that I abdicate the throne in exchange for Claudia's safe return.
Huh.
Many
Bees! No, yeah, that's exactly what that
Yes,
is.
exactly, bees. Many people have had family members taken to ensure that they would not dare oppose the colonel. But I am the queen, and I will not allow all that I love about my country to be destroyed simply because of blood ties. Still, she is my only granddaughter, and I cannot simply allow her to die.
Majesty, please try to relax.
We hear and comply with your request. We will see to it that the princess is rescued from those who have imprisoned her.
Thank you, both of you. With that reassurance, I will do all that I can to oppose the colonel's demands.
Have you any other requests, Your Majesty? The gospel still has to be dealt with, and I don't think we should just leave you here.
Oh, I appreciate your sentiment, Estelle. But the present state of affairs is not contingent upon my freedom or imprisonment. The gospel shall continue to weigh heavily on my mind for a great many reasons. For my part, I will attempt to ascertain the colonel's true intentions with it. Now back into costume.
Wow, what a totally awesome person. Super
Yeah, she's
nice,
rad.
but with a seriously strong will, and she likes Pootie Tang. I hope I'm even 1/10 that cool when I get old.
Yeah.
Cool. Did you actually just call the queen that? Still, she definitely has what it takes to govern a whole country.
Yeah, I really want to stop this coup thingy and help her.
I gotta stop this coop thingy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Estelle's definitely the kind of person
Yeah.
who would pronounce it coop if
The
she
cow.
didn't hear it before reading it.
Deetot?
The cow
What's
dead
a
it.
cowp detot?
That's definitely outside of Bracer jurisdiction. Well, first things first, we do whatever we can.
Right. But you know, I'm still freaking out what the queen told us about Dad. Wonder if she's got any more tidbits she'd be willing to share.
Estelle and Joshua, have you finished changing?
Oh, yeah.
Estelle and Joshua, Bracer's here to see the queen. Have you finished changing yet? Then we should return to the rating room at once. It's already after 11 o'clock. Actually, it's almost midnight.
Oh, is it really
And
that late?
if midnight falls, then the last petal will hit the ground.
Ah,
The queen spoke with us for
The
a long
queen
time.
will turn into a pumpkin.
I see that she trapped you with her temporal gap. That's how she steals the life away from young ones such as yourself. I myself am 25.
Yeah. If we stay any longer, we're apt to grow old and feeble like you.
Joshua, feel your hair. It's no longer a wig. Look how
Oh, no.
long it has grown.
Are you going home for the day, Miss Hilda?
Yes, I believe so. Just be sure not to do Her Majesty any further discourtesy.
That's not fair. But please, relax. We are patriots to the core.
That's good to hear. Now, I believe that we shall be on our way.
Pardon me.
By your leave. By the way, ladies,
Bees?
I don't think we ever got your names. May we ask them?
Doesn't
Nice.
exist.
Yeah.
No.
Dorothy.
My, isn't that a lovely name? Has a pleasant ring to it.
Thank you very much.
And how about you, Miss?
Yes.
You may call me Karen.
Karen, you say? That's a very pretty name.
You're too kind, sir. I'm rather fond of it myself.
Are you now? Oh, right. We're with the Special Ops. My name is...
No, we'll never know Snake Man's name!
We were so close.
I think that's just about enough. I sense an ulterior motive at work.
No, I mean, at least not from us.
Please be safe on your way home.
I really like Hilda.
Yeah.
I am the main character now.
I would love like a Paper Mario Flavio glitch styled you play as Hilda
Play as
forever
Hilda
now.
run. This is my Trails in the Sky speedrun, Hilda %.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Popularity? It's like their eyes all changed when you told them your name.
Hey, was not. I didn't see you shying away from joining in the conversation.
Sure, but that doesn't mean I wasn't nervous. Ugh, kinda lost all my confidence there.
Huh?
What's all this noise about?
Oh no. Oh no.
What's wrong? Do you have an idea of what scene is about to happen?
Yeah,
Oh,
I already
you're
know.
on. Ah, it's a lady of the court. Hey, you maids. You don't look familiar.
These are two of the new hires who I'm instructing. This is Lena, and that's Karen. They're still quite inexperienced, so I'm giving them some extra training time.
Oh.
You recognize us?
Not good. Given how many times we've run into him, it'd be bizarre if he didn't recognize us.
Come now, Philip. Enough with the staring. It's quite unusual to see coming from you. Stiff upper lip and all.
Please, pardon my rudeness. You look a lot like my niece. My eyes were playing tricks on me, it seems. I am dreadfully sorry for the discourtesy.
Oh, it's no bother.
Please, don't concern yourself.
You know, now that I stop and look, I must say that you are both quite lovely. You with the brown hair. You have a very healthy, clean look to you.
So, just to be clear, you bracers are here to assassinate him, correct?
Please,
Yeah.
get it over with.
Here's the key to his room.
I heard ass and stopped listening. As for you, I personally think you'd look best with that raven hair of yours even longer.
I'm honored.
Yes. Lena, was it not? You shall attend to me this evening.
Your Grace!
Oh, I don't want to serve him tea.
I don't think tea is what he wants served.
Your Grace, your flirtations, while flattering, are best saved for another time and place. All of the maids in the castle work directly in service to Her Majesty, Queen Alicia. I trust you've not forgotten.
I know. Some folks simply can't appreciate a joke.
I was joking, bro.
If-
I was just joking.
If women are
It's
repressed,
just a prank.
if women are repressed, then why, Simon?
Indeed, Your Grace.
The castle will be mine in a week's time anyway. We can set aside time for some fun then.
Your Grace, please, no more of this. I do not mind when you drink to excess, but you know how your libido gets in such instances.
Libby's?
I say this knowing full well that I may be reprimanded for it.
But I said I was just joking. Ugh, am I the asshole? I'm going to bed.
As you wish, Your Grace. Your room is right over there. You know, the one that we came from. No, Your Grace.
Whoa. Oh, right. Lena, you just let me know if you have any problems. Anything at all. I'll give you the best advice the future king could give.
Ha ha ha. Thank you very much.
You cute. Yes. Good.
Listen,
Ooh.
Estelle, you need to take one for the team, go in the room with him, and fucking kill him. You could stop all of this right now. Just do it.
I apologize unreservedly for all the fuss. His Grace will likely remember nothing of this come the morning. Here is a knife.
Here's a knife if you want to make sure of it.
Please set your minds at ease.
Oh, hang on. Minimize for me. Give me 2 seconds. I should certainly hope so.
I am truly sorry. Madam and young missus, I beg your pardon, but I must take my leave. I must tend to his libido.
Philip!
I feel so badly for him. He truly seems to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Oh, do you know Mr. Philip personally?
Yes, but not as well as I know Cassius Bright, yes, ever since we were children. Though not nearly as well as we once did.
Cassius Bright.
Thanks to the one he serves.
I see.
Sure seems like he's nervous all the time, doesn't he? I'll bet that everything between the Duke and the Colonel has him completely on edge.
Probably, yeah. By the way, what was it earlier you were saying about me being the popular one? The Duke certainly seemed awfully fond of you.
Ooh, please. I'd like to keep my food in my stomach, thank you. Oh, right. Back to before. I feel like I'm missing something. Why would the Duke want tea so late?
Well, you see...
Estelle, allow me to elucidate the matter of tea, and why gentlemen should never request it in polite company.
Huh?
Come closer. Bees, 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 bees.
Bees.
Now do you understand?
Yes.
Hopeless. Completely hopeless.
Thanks for everything, both of you.
If not for you, I don't know what we'd have done.
Please, it was the least we could do in Her Majesty's service.
Secret Service.
I only...
Ugh, not that one.
I only ask that you complete the request she made of you.
This request is for your eyes only.
From the spy who loved me. I feel the same way. I beg of you, do everything in your power to save the princess.
Oh, are you one of her royal retainers?
Yes. I regret that I rarely get the chance to serve her directly. She's so kind and open. She's always treated me more like a friend than a servant. The thought of her being held captive keeps me up at night.
I understand. Well, you can rest easy now that we're on the job. We'll save her.
Shall we be going?
Bye forever.
Best of luck.
I guess we just...
Saving the princess. Where is she?
Oh, okay, I guess we'll
Yeah, you gotta go back to your bedroom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Wouldn't
You gotta go to the Duke's bedroom.
Oh, this is...
This is Amalthea.
Yeah.
Who is it?
That's Mo.
Oh.
Red-haired bitch.
It's bitch.
Oh, yeah. What might I acquire? Are you doing it this late an hour?
What might I require?
Require? She's also sauced.
Captain Amalthea.
Good evening. I realize that you've been invited here. But don't you think it a bit late for you kids to be out walking around?
Please, pardon us. We've simply never been in a castle like this, and we couldn't resist the urge to take a look around.
Oh, that's certainly understandable. So, where were you a half an hour ago? Please, enlighten me, if only for my own edification.
That you get AP for one of these. It's not the cellar. It's not the maid quarters. I don't know.
I don't really know. We're not supposed to be in the cellar, the administrative room, or the royal guard room.
So
Maybe kitchen?
Kitchen looking for food?
Yes, we're supposed to say kitchen. Like, that's the only one that seems like a decent excuse.
Seems very innocent.
I don't think there's a right answer, though. She busts your balls regardless.
Yeah. Oh, that's strange. I was making my rounds through there, and I never saw you.
Like a Jurassic Park velociraptor, I suppose.
Well,
Come, let's not waste time on games. Actually, I've received reports of you going in and out of the maid quarters several times. Do you not think it a bit odd to be looking around in that particular place?
what?
You don't think that questioning someone like that when you already have the facts is a little cruel?
I'll take that as a compliment.
You should.
Wow, you're awful.
So what business have you in the maid quarters? I
This
suggest
girl-
you answer honestly.
This girl wishes that she was fucking Claire.
Yeah, she's like evil Claire.
She's like evil, not that good at her job, Claire.
Oh no.
Well, we...
I mean, Claire's a little
I
evil.
think this is Zin.
Oh, Estelle, Joshua. You've been here the whole time?
Yep. Zin.
We were in the kitchen.
Pound, 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 pound. Oh, now that's the stuff.
You're drunk.
Austin plays all the old characters, I play all the drunk ones. Oops!
Sorry. And hey, if it ain't my favorite gorgeous officer lady. Nice. Some luck that we met up again, huh?
I suppose.
So, what's going on? Are my students here causing any trouble?
Students.
No, it's just that they were in the maids' quarters for a while. I merely wanted to know their business simply as a security precaution.
Oh, yeah, I totally get ya. It's just I sent them off to find some munchies to go with my booze. Hey, Joshua, you kids find anything to eat?
No, the cooks aren't back yet, I guess. We went to ask the maid if there was any way we could get our hands on something, but no luck.
Good save, Josh.
Oh, well, I'll have to do without, I guess. Hey, I just had a great idea.
Oh, God.
You want to come and join me for a drink? I mean, hey, nothing goes with drinks like a beautiful lady.
I'm afraid I'm busy, so I have to decline your generous offer. My apologies for the misunderstanding. But I would advise you to return to your room and remain there for the rest of the night. I have to investigate any suspicious activity, you understand.
Of course.
It is late. We should probably just get to bed.
Very good then. Now, if you excuse us.
Julia Starboard in chat. Wait, I just had a good idea. Walks over and decks Amalthea.
Aw, denied. Oh well, might as well just go back to the room.
Right.
We'll go with you.
Looks like we managed to convince her at least.
What? Zin, aren't you drunk?
Very.
I was acting drunk, very badly, if I might say. From the voice actor, I haven't had a single drop.
No way, your face had even gone all red.
He focused on making his blood circulate better, which made it look like he was intoxicated.
What?
As one does.
It's done with some kind of Eastern martial arts breathing exercise, right? Or you could just like pressure your face. Y'all ever do that?
No, you weird idiot. I just pressured my face.
Yeah, you could just like pressure your face and your face will turn all red.
Huh. I'm surprised you're familiar with
Surprised
it.
you're familiar with the ancient art of face press.
But hey,
It'll like hurt your eyes after a while, but you know, you could do
but
it.
hey, you seem to be in a tight spot, so I figured I'd distract everyone. Nice, huh? Saved your bacon, as the saying goes.
You are an evil, evil man, Zin. Okay, sure, you did
Fine,
help
I
us
won't
out.
help you.
Hey, sure, you did help us out, but you also surprised the hell out of me.
Sorry about that. So, what's the story?
Bees? What story?
I would have thought it would be obvious. The story of you meeting with the Queen.
Whoa, wait, what? How did you...
I mean, duh, come on.
Did Elman tell you something about this?
Actually, I couldn't get him to tell me anything.
No!
Now I know
you
anyway,
did.
don't I? You just told me, Fox Boy!
Yeah. Without prior knowledge, there's no way you could have guessed. So how much do you really know?
I guess it's finally time to show you this.
Takes out a
Zip.
gun. Two roads
Yours is-
diverged in a yellow wood. Sex
Two
or
roads-
violence?
Oh yeah? Unzips crotch.
It's a gun.
Gun. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh no.
What's this? It's my gun penis letter.
It's
I
my
know this
penis.
handwriting.
Well, don't just stand there. Read it. Guess whose dad I know. It'll explain a lot.
Okay.
Dear Zin Valthek, I hope this letter finds you well. I know I've been out of touch.
I hear you're still on the hunt for that missing L in your name.
Yeah.
I read it that way too.
I'm in a hurry, so I hope you'll pardon my bluntness. My work concerning the Jaegers is leading me into Imperial territory. However, due to the fact that unusual forces seem to be influencing matters inside Liberl, I feel uneasy being absent for so long. This is why I must ask a favor of you. Could I persuade you to come to Liberl and help out, if they need it? Since you haven't been to Liberl before, perhaps you could think of it as a recreational trip. There's a martial arts competition before the Queen's birthday celebration, and foreigners can participate. It would make fine camouflage. I realize this is sudden, but if you can do it, I would be most grateful. I'm intending to return to Liberl before the festival, so hopefully we'll be able to have a drink together when I return. Cassius Bright. P.S. You may have the chance to meet my son and daughter. They're currently apprentices at the guild, so if you happen to meet them, feel free to test the extent of their training. Try not to bail them out too much, unless it seems like they really need it. So Dad actually asked you to come to Liberl, which means he's in Erebonia now.
I know your dad! That's all you're getting for that line.
The long and the short of it? No, I never said that.
I know your dad!
What it means is that you were in cahoots with him all along.
That's kind of a nasty way to put it, don't you think? I owed Mr. Cassius a favor from the time he spent in Calvard. This letter just gave me the chance to make us square again.
I suppose.
When did you realize that we were his kids?
Well, everyone you meet seems to bring it up. I had a feeling from the outset, once I saw Estelle's techniques with a bow staff. I asked Kilika about it, and that confirmed it.
Would have been nice if you'd said something about it at all. We've been worried sick wondering where Dad's been.
I know, and I'm sorry I haven't said anything. But I got the impression from the letter that he was trying to keep his whereabouts a secret. Still, you're definitely his kids, all right. If you can pull off a job as big as sneaking an audience with the Queen.
I suppose so. He knows this much. It wouldn't hurt to tell him everything, right?
I agree, and probably be best to fill Zin in on everything. It is a bit far-fetched to say that we could put an end to this whole situation on our own, after all.
Exposition.
I see. I thought something seemed a little off when everyone was talking at the party. All right then, I'll help you out with that little request.
What, you will?
No, gotcha. Yep. I think this is the ideal opportunity to settle my debt to Master Cassius.
And incur some debt for myself.
Please, let me help.
We'd be glad to.
Thank you once again.
Ooh.
Oh, things are happening.
What is this place?
I never would have imagined something like this even existed.
Even Snake Guy doesn't know.
It's larger than I expected. Lieutenant Lawrence, if you'd be so kind as to show us the way to the lowest level.
Yes, sir.
Sir. He's a snake.
Whoa! Is that some kind of mechanical monster? Well, well, so these must be archaisms. Holy shit!
Man, are you kidding?
He took out that thing in one stroke. That was bad fucking ass. Did you guys see that?
Haha! You were the quickest to react. You are indeed truly a force to be reckoned with when you don't hold back.
You flatter me, sir. Your quick draw technique as well was quite remarkable to behold. I can see that you've studied under the Divine Blade himself. I'm humbled.
I still have a ways to go before I can really humble anyone, I'm afraid. But time waits for no man. The skills I possess now will have to be enough. My strength may be meager, but I must forge this kingdom's future with my own two hands.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Go off.
My brave men, the way to the ultimate power is open. A bright new dawn approaches for our beloved live Earl. I expect only the best of each of you. By your order, sir!
We of the Special Ops will work as one for the Colonel.
For the glory of Liburl!
For the glory of Liburl! Tunnel Snakes rules! Globo Jim!
No one will ever have a cooler snake theme than us.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I understand the situation. You both performed admirably. I'm amazed that you were able to deliver the professor's message to Her Majesty in person.
We just got lucky is all. The real question is, how much longer is luck going to be on our side?
Yes. We're really going to have to stay focused.
If you understand that already, then there's nothing more that I need to tell you. In any case, take this sewer key. We can consider Professor Russell's request to be fulfilled. Please, accept this as compensation for a job well done.
Sewer key.
Wow, $20,000.
Nice.
Now then, Zin. It was pure providence that Cassius invited you here. We need the help of an A-ranked bracer like yourself.
No need to even ask. Even if I didn't have a debt to repay to Cassius, I couldn't possibly stand idly by in a situation like this. I'm with you until the end.
I knew we could count on you, Zin. By the way, what's this A-rank business?
God, you're green.
Wow, it's a rank that signifies a full-fledged bracer's full power. There are 7 ranks, ranging from G on the bottom up to A at the top. Get used to that, because we're going to be doing this in the second game.
So, he's the highest rank you can get? How? I never knew you were such a badass, Zin! Haha, well, I may be A-ranked, but I'm still an underling, so to speak. There are 20 A-rankers across the continent. But above that, there's an informal S rank. It's Japan, after all. That one's only granted to bracers who successfully resolve issues on a national scale. And there are only 4 of those on the entire continent. Oh, I'm not even sure I want to think about what they can do.
Oh, you really don't know any of this stuff, do you? One of those 4 is Master Cassius.
What? Okay, Joshua, you're not gonna tell me you knew about this already, right? Right?
How the fuck is she trying to
Sorry.
be a bracer and she just doesn't know shit? What the fuck?
Hey, you know, on the base, you want to blame Estelle, but you know who's really at fault here is Sherazade for being a shitty teacher.
Fair.
Sorry, but yes, I did. He solved a major case for the Republic about 5 years ago.
I swear, it's hardly worth even getting upset about anymore. Royal Army soldier, hidden hero, divine blade, S-rank bracer. If he's really so damned awesome, then it sure would be nice if he'd come back and take care of this case.
You may be right. If he were with us, perhaps this never would have escalated to the point where a coup d'etat was even possible.
Joshua, what's wrong?
Just thinking about how strange this is. This whole chain of events apparently started with Dad going off on his trip. It's as if whoever planned the coup was waiting for him to be gone. At least, it's just the impression I have.
Oh.
So what you're saying is the coup was planned around his departure for the Empire. Am I correct?
No, I'm sure that would be overthinking things. I can't think of anyone who could possibly manipulate Dad like that without him noticing he was being used. They'd have to know him and his behavior patterns exceptionally well to be able to pull it off.
Well, yeah. I never knew
Have
what
I
he was
mentioned
up
I'm a snake cultist?
I never-
Me, Estelle?
Haha! I'm the Grandmaster of Ouroboros, but I still can't read. I never.
But even I didn't. Even I didn't know.
You know the Grandmaster of Ouroboros? Me? I never knew what he was up to, even though he was so close.
I don't think that Colonel Richard could have ever managed to pull the wool over his eyes. More likely, it's just that two major events happen to overlap with each other. Let's not think about it.
Regardless of the circumstances, we cannot currently rely on Cassius to help. Therefore, I am resolved to prepare for the worst. I believe an emergency conference of the Grand Cell branch of the Bracer Guild is called for.
Huh?
All other things being equal, we have a request that comes directly from Her Majesty the Queen. The third article of the Bracer Code states that we shall never act in a fashion that interferes with the government.
Oops.
Unluckily, she's being cooed, so she's no longer a part of it. We cannot ignore Her Majesty's request, however, so we must act. But we are no match for the Royal Army as we are.
Luckily, we are the Bracer Guild, and so we ignore that rule literally all of the time.
I ask the cooperation of all bracers in Grand Cell, including Zin, of course.
Oh, okay. If we come in conflict with the Intelligence Division, we'll need all the help we can get.
Sorry, I keep trying to eat a bite of pizza thinking Joshua and Estelle will take over the conversation.
Ideally, we should have the cooperation of other branches, but the checkpoints have been completely sealed off as of today, ostensibly to foil any potential terrorist activity.
What?
So basically, it amounts to martial law.
So the enemy is finally moving at full tilt.
This may be to stifle any activity on the part of the Royal Guardsmen in hiding, as well as ourselves. If we're going to conduct a rescue operation, we'll have to do it with the resources on hand.
Oh, fun. But we're up to it. So, do we have a solid idea of where the prisoners are being held?
Well, usually if there's a path where on the main road where you haven't been yet, that's probably the one thing where things are happening. That's been on my mind for a while now, actually. I believe the most likely place to be the Erbe Royal Villa. How do we say that?
We were saying
Erbe?
Airbay.
Airbay? Yeah, that's fine.
That's the building in the forest, right?
Yes, people rent it out. They like to call it Airbay and Bay.
It would make sense. If the soldiers are using it under the pretense of counterterrorism, few would question it. And I can't imagine they'd want to lock a lady of the royal family in a cell in Leyston Fortress.
And we'll knock and chat. But remember Rule 1, which is so vague that we could literally form a vanguard dictatorship in the name of the people.
Considering it's the army we're going to be going up against here, I'd like a more solid confirmation. However, if we assaulted the wrong place, we'd have hell to pay for it.
Yes, precisely. But in either case, we must assemble any bracers currently in the Royal City. Could I ask you to assemble them here for me? Any information you could gather while doing so would be much appreciated. If I'm not mistaken, Estelle, you and your friends are acquainted with a reporter, correct?
Oh, you mean Niall?
Yeah, we should see if he's picked up anything significant.
Also, if we must attempt to enlist the aid of the guardsmen who are in hiding. If you can get them to contact me, it would be greatly appreciated.
So, in other words, we need to get in touch with Sister Julia.
She helped us with the invitation before, so we should let her know what's going on. So, off to the cathedral then?
There are 4 other bracers in the city. Kurt, Karna, and Annalise. I know there's a 4th one, but God, I just can't remember him. Check the bars and their usual hangouts. They may also be in the hotel. If you see them, please instruct them to come back here.
Sure thing.
All right then, off we go.
Okay, I know that Annalise is in the store, looking at pretty dolls.
Well, I'll do the ones we know for sure first, which are the cathedral, and we need to go to the news place.
Man, I do not miss playing Trails games without the little green arrows and red arrows and exclamation points to tell you where quests are happening.
Oh, that's not a doorway, apparently. Oh, okay, here we go.
No, Jesus.
That is a window.
Shut up.
And who might
yeah,
you
whatever,
be?
we're looking for Julia. Jesus
That's
Christ.
such a
Is he a
haunting
goat or some shit?
Ma 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 ma.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I don't know what Gruntilda's noises are, but...
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat left.
Okay, right, the news place also. Austin, can you get out a guide so that we don't end up wandering around? If it
Triple
turns out.
Gruntilda Monty.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Dorothy.
This is weird, Chief. We haven't heard anything in 2 days.
I still have mine open from last week.
Well, he
Excellent.
does tend to get completely wrapped up when he's looking for the next big story. But given how close we are to a state of martial law, I don't like that he hasn't contacted us either.
No, Niall.
Oh, hi, guys.
Hello, Dorothy. Pardon us. Hey, it's the tournament champions. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Liberal News. Niall and Dorothy have told me quite a bit about the two of you. Stell and Joshua of the Bracer Guild, right? Good afternoon. Pleasure to... I've always enjoyed your magazine. Well, that's always good to hear. Weren't the
Where
two
did
of you
Austin go?
doing something for
I
Niall?
was looking at the guide.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
got the page
through
open.
I'm gonna skip through the rest of this conversation. Whatever. We're looking for Niall.
Yeah, Niall's in jail.
Oh,
Oh, great.
he's researching. Oh, okay.
I can't believe Niall's dead.
I think this is, like, not a good conversation to skip, Aram. I don't know why you're skipping.
Because we're an hour and 45 minutes in, and it's been all dialogue, and we're talking to NPCs without portraits to find out people to talk to.
Good luck, buddy.
Don't
Arranged
worry.
marriage.
Don't
That's
worry.
the correct answer.
I've got this. I've got this.
It's an arranged marriage. That is the correct answer. I'm looking at the guide.
We're about to fucking speedrun this shit. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to Airbay Royal Villa. And Niall snuck in there like an idiot.
Like an idiot. He's speed running.
It's actually, yeah, no.
No clip.
Flip through the floor. Head starts
Airbay
jittering.
Royal Villa. I don't know why, but I have this weird feeling we're gonna be playing hide and seek there someday, and it's gonna be awful.
Okay, so now we're looking for the bracers.
Yes. So blah blah blah. Let's see here. Bracers.
Karna.
Okay, you found Karna.
Karna, da-da-da-da-da, help us.
Karna,
Let's see.
Karna.
East Block Department Store. Annalise is in the store. South Block Bar is Grant. Armor Shop is Karna. Where's what's his face?
Probably the hotel, right?
Yeah, hotel.
Here, no, probably not. Oh, okay, yeah.
What do you mean? Austin just listed
I'm
where
sorry,
they are.
I...
East Block Department Store.
George is getting upset!
East block to
I thought this was
Bar.
the bar.
Grant,
We have to go
there's
to the
Grant.
bar, don't we?
Yeah,
okay.
He's right there.
Oh, I don't want your bouillabaisse for 1,000 Mira. I need to talk to this fucking robot.
Wait, you cannot skip Grant's dialogue. It is so important. Wait, hang on. No, come back. Ah.
What
Hey,
if he
you,
never
hey, you.
showed up?
I
They
got
were just
lost.
Like, we got all the bracers.
Yeah.
All the
Wouldn't it be
bracers.
amazing if like 3 of them were required and Grant was optional? And you lose AP if you.
All
Huh?
right.
We teleported. Bye.
Hi, I'm gonna be the only character in the next game. Goodbye.
Oh, okay. And then it was the. We did the armor
who
shop.
are we
Hotel.
Hotel.
Hotel, yeah.
I'm only on point with this because I've been repeatedly going, I don't want to move my laptop into the living room to use the guide, so I keep going, I'll remember everything, and then running back and forth, so I'm getting better and better at memorizing entire guidebook pages. I think he's just on the ground floor
Oh, yeah,
by the
you're-
clerk. Oh, nope, I was wrong. Kurt.
Master.
Oh, are we? Okay.
This-
My master's.
I wish
my
I could
master's
remember
dead.
that
Back
time a
flips
little better.
disappears.
It's like there's a thick fog blanketing the whole thing.
Oh, hi, Kurt.
Ah!
It's
Good
great.
to see you here.
Facing out.
In your room. Hi, Estelle. Hi, Joshua. Oh, Zin's with you too? Didn't you know that we were going to that dinner party at the castle yesterday? That was when these 2 rookies took on a pretty major assignment. What major assignment?
I think it's best if we tell you more or less the whole story.
Dance.
By the time it
Ants.
took for you to tell literally everyone in town about this scheme, the hostages have all been killed.
It's like the beginning of Deus Ex Human Revolution. You dick around for too long and people die.
You're serious?
Of course we are. That's why we really need your help. You, Kurt, the most powerful bracer.
I mean, he is the most
yeah.
powerful out of these 4.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. I admit, I'm shocked at Her Majesty's request of you. But the black orbment that the Colonel has, it's real?
Kurt? What's wrong? You look awfully pale.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Whoa, okay, hang on, let's take it down a notch. buddy.
Whoa there. What in the world?
Step away
He's
from
going
him.
to explode. He's actually a bomb.
Ah! Shade. Lift! Out! Jesus, dude!
Wait,
What
is
was
he
that?
possessed?
You didn't even touch him and he acted like he got electrocuted.
It's a special spirit channeling breath technique.
Oh,
I
shut the
think.
fuck up, Joshua!
Just making shit up.
Yeah, I just made that up.
Hey, it's
It allo-
pretty racist that you keep assuming everything I can do is an ancient martial art technique.
Yeah, it's powerful breathing. They call it chi. We do fucking not. It's just a punch. Look, it allows the user to directly affect the target's body without direct physical contact.
I don't normally like to be so rough, but time isn't exactly on our side.
If they think I'm a Chinese wizard, I'll fucking let them.
How are you feeling? Oh, wow, actually a lot better.
What?
I can't remember every detail, but a good bit of it's coming back. I'm a little unsteady from the shock, but I think I'll be all right.
So, what do you remember?
Didn't I say so before? There was an accident around 3 months ago.
You lost your memories while you were working, right?
Yes. Someone had asked me to check up on those men in the black outfits. And they took and then I took something suspicious from them. It was the black orbment.
Bees!
So the person who gave you the assignment.
Yes, it was your father, Cassius. I too know Cassius Bright. I remember now. I wasted no time in packing it up and sending it to him.
God, it'd be funny if he was like the only person in the game who you're like, do you know my dad? And he's like, no.
No!
And then it turns out it's only because he has amnesia.
Yeah.
So you know how Cold Steel does that thing where you're not allowed, like every time you beat an enforcer, they're just like, not really. There's a substitution boss fight that's played through the Blade card game equivalent, and even in that one, you beat them, and they're just like here's my real hand, and I'm like, fuck you! How dare you be like, I held back on my Yu-Gi-Oh!
So much.
Yeah, it was bad. Especially because the rest of that sequence was really cool.
Yeah,
that's
annoying. Like one of my favorite parts of the game, except for that bullshit, because I was like, that sucks, I won!
Yeah.
Fuck you!
Yeah. But that's really as far back as I can remember.
So, the K on that package was you.
Yes. I think I also remember there being a note that said to have Professor Russell analyze it. I get it. The package was delivered to you two.
Do you remember anything after that? Anything that happened after you sent off the package?
Yes. After I left the port, someone called out to me. And then... That's no good. It's all still one big blur. You're probably best off not pressing your luck. It's likely to just cause strain that you can't handle yet. Yes. All right. I'm really just amazed that I was able to remember anything at all.
Which brings us to a bigger question. Who would have done this? Maybe those special ops guys?
It's possible. They did use that nasty poison on Agate after all. It's as if they're manufacturing and testing new drugs. Maybe they made something to cause memory loss.
Ugh, now there's a cheerful thought. Plus, there's the Sky Bandits boss and Mayor Dalmore to consider. You have to be really careful.
I'm sorry. I don't have anything useful to tell you. I know what Her Majesty asked you to do. I want to help, if you'll let me.
But are you sure you'll be okay?
I can't remember. Sure, my memory may be like a sieve, but physically I'm fine. I owe you for your help, so please allow me to make it up to you. If you're feeling up to it, sure. We need to work out a strategy. For now, let's meet back at the guild. I could just walk with you guys. All right, you have my thanks.
See you there in like literally 3 seconds. Don't know why we're...
3, 2...
Why are you deliberately making it so that we leave, but then in the same direction? That's just awkward for everyone.
Now we're just gonna wait around for him to get a good head start and go on the same building and
you walk outside, Kurt's standing there and he's just like, God, I can't remember where I was going. The other bracers are already assembled. Have you heard from the Royal Guardsman or the reporter?
Sorry, sir, no contact.
But we believe we've gathered the intelligence we need.
I see. We can conclude with fair certainty, then, that Princess Claudia is inside the villa. It's unfortunate that you were unable to make contact with the Royal Guardsmen, but at least we now know they haven't been captured. Shall we get started, then? Yes. We need to start working out the details of the rescue operation. Thank God, let me eat my pizza. God damn it. Are we all up to date on the pertinent details of the Intelligence Division's planned coup d'etat, then? Given this information, we should consider ourselves under contractual obligation to Queen Alicia. I can hardly believe what I'm hearing. I'm ashamed of myself for not I'm turning into Seto Kaiba. I'm ashamed of myself for not noticing something was amiss sooner.
I was suspicious of those special ops troops from the very beginning. But I really trusted Colonel Richard.
And he was behind the Sky Bandits and Mayor Dalmore. We got completely snowed.
A goose walked over our grave. And we can't let them get away with it. That's for sure, from what I've
And we can't let him get away with it, that's for sure.
Thanks, Annalise.
Yeah.
Did someone talk? Can you all be counted on to cooperate in this assignment? Damn straight.
Damn straight.
Just lead the way.
What?
I owe these guys some black eyes. Rhyme unintended.
What the fuck?
What a strange decision.
Everyone's just like, shut the fuck up, Kurt.
Yo, 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 my name is Kurt. When I start rhyming, you're gonna get hurt.
Count me in for sure.
Oh, God.
This is gonna be good.
We've got strong allies. We'll prevail without a doubt.
Now, let me explain the details of this mission. We have to move fast as there are lives at stake here. That's why we've been watching cutscenes for 2 hours. It's not the most elegant approach, but I believe taking control of the villa through a frontal assault is our best option.
Really?
We don't have time to try and find some route to infiltrate, so I guess that's the only option we've got.
Yeah, we don't have time to find some route to infiltrate, so I guess that's the best chance we've got.
How will we be divided?
We'll split into 2 groups, a decoy team and a rescue team. The decoy team will draw the attention of the main forces. Meanwhile, the rescue team makes its way into the villa.
Remember, though, we're dealing with Intelligence Division Special Ops here. If I may, I'd like to suggest that we add an ambush team to aid the decoy team, and the second decoy team to assist the rescue team.
We've got like 7 people, Sin.
Yeah.
How many teams do you want?
Oh, have I not mentioned I'm 3 people in a coat?
Man, we're really teaming with teams here. No rhyme intended, but why do we need those?
Hey, that's my cool thing to say!
The ambush team would lie in wait until the decoy team draws out the enemy forces, and then both teams could attack at once. Rhyme unintended. Meanwhile, the second decoy team would attempt to break the enemy's ranks, allowing the rescue team to enter the villa more easily.
Ah, yeah, I guess that's a good point. Evens the odds a little bit. But do we have enough members to spread among 4 squads?
No, we don't.
Game
I don't know
over.
why we're talking.
Yeah.
We've contacted other guild branches, but with the airships grounded, we're pretty much on our own.
Oh, crap. Only we had Shara and Agate.
Yeah, gee, they'd swing things.
Yeah.
However, I
If
agree
only
with...
we had Tita, yeah!
Yeah!
Oh my god, you get to use her very briefly in Cold Steel 3, and she is just as busted as she is in this game. She's stronger than Reen is. Like, her strength stat is higher. It's insane. And however, I agree with Zin that trying to carry out this operation with only 2 squads is risky. We may need to re-examine this strategy.
I don't know who this is.
Shara, maybe?
Maybe. If
Kilika?
number-
Who could it possibly be?
I think it's. I'm gonna guess Shara. Why don't you read this, Mo?
If numbers are all you lack, maybe we can be of assistance. Who is
Nope,
it? Who
it's
is it?
Julia.
Oh, it's Julia.
I guessed wrong. Hey!
Oh, it's fun.
Lieutenant Schwartz!
Well now, if it isn't Sister Military.
No rhyme intended.
Please, not while I'm drinking.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm Royal Guardsman Sub-Commander Lieutenant Lisa Schwartz.
Lisa.
Lisa?
That's my code name.
Fair enough.
Who's Lisa Schwartz? Oh well, the Royal Guardsmen here are here at your disposal for this operation.
What an
I haven't been
entrance.
reading any of the words. I've just been guessing what they've been saying the entire game.
Understood. Your participation will be most invaluable. I count 9 soldiers in your squad, including yourself.
My remaining troops are incognito, stationed all throughout the city. I can assemble them within the hour.
That's great, but Lieutenant Schwartz, how did you know we were going to try to save the hostages?
We tried to find you at the cathedral and tell you, but you'd already disappeared.
Did you? My apologies. All I knew was that you had accepted the Queen's mission. I found out last night.
Last night? We'd only just met with the Queen last night ourselves.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Did you not see me suction cupped to the windows?
We have sources for military intelligence of this sort. All that matters now is that Her Highness gave us the order to assist, and we are happy to do it.
Sources? I want sources. Can I share some of yours?
Estelle, do you know what sources are?
I don't.
Let's leave it at no, Estelle. More importantly, the Guardsmen's assistance will give us the extra forces we need to fill the ambush and support names. Ugh. God damn it. Indeed. I just want to eat food, man. Indeed. With this additional manpower, I believe our chances of success have increased exponentially. And with extra manpower secured, we should start deciding on the teams immediately.
Roger that.
Acknowledged.
You need 2 decoy teams, right? I believe 5 of my troops should be sufficient for one of them.
Yeah, I'd say those Royal Guard uniforms should definitely catch their attention.
Oh, you know what? I have an idea. What about those Royal Guard uniforms?
My thoughts exactly. Great idea. We'll target the Intelligence Division's aerial squadron stationed just on the outskirts of the I don't know.
Arabic Sea.
Wait a second. Aerial squadron? You don't mean...
I'm afraid she does. It's on the scenic route's outskirts.
Now that you mention it, there is a stretch of land out there that's been completely blockaded.
According to my intelligence, there's only a skeleton crew of guards stationed there. If we attack, they'll have no alternative but to call the villa for reinforcements.
Oh, I get it. That's some good decoying right there.
Oh, I
And then-
understand.
And then when the reinforcements show up, our ambush team pops in and takes them all out, right?
Austin, do you just want to play it so that every time Grant talks, Annalise just reads his lines and that's
Yeah.
what everyone else hears and nobody sees Grant?
We should form that ambush team then.
I knew all those years of hunting down monsters in the bush would pay off one day.
And we got a gunner, too. We'll be able to handle this no problem.
All right, 2 teams locked down. Now for Rescue and Decoy 2.
I think the second decoy team should also be compromised of my Royal Guards.
I think it should be compromised.
Compromised.
Let's-
The special ops will definitely drop their guard more readily to apprehend them.
So that leaves us.
For the rescue team.
All of the other teams will be acting to provide cover for us. Ours will be the most important assignment on the field, by far. This is no game. You're playing an actual role in a crucial turning point for our history. Make sure you're up to the task.
Sheesh, no pressure.
Huh. There's no need to worry. We will persevere. History favors the just.
Does it?
That's not
Besides,
true.
You guys are the Grand Soul Martial Arts Competition champions.
Look how big Arabonia is.
Yeah.
And we'll be the ones keeping the majority of the enemy force busy with our trap cards. Hopefully, you'll need to worry about are the hostages.
Julia,
I love-
Elnan, Sin, I.
What about me, Grant?
We, Estelle. The word you're looking for is we. We can do this. And we will.
You're right. You
Hell
are
yeah.
so right. We're gonna kick some special ops special asses.
What?
You said the A word.
No rhyme intended. That's the spirit.
And that's the plan. The operation will begin at nightfall. We'll use the dark for cover. Once the operation begins, you won't have any opportunity to return to the city. So if you still have loose ends to tie up, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Man, this is getting pretty real.
Can't believe we're all getting poly-married.
I will ensure that Her Highness is made aware of the plan.
All right, everyone. Tonight, here. Got it? Operation Special Asses is a go.
Now, there was something I wanted to.
Hey, Lamp.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
I'm not gonna be staying here, and I know you're doing your thing right now.
Yeah.
But I had a strange thing happen, and I simply need to share it. So I'll just get
Okay.
right to the point.
Okay.
Oh,
I was pouring myself a bowl of Fruit Loops, and you know Fruit Loops, they're
I'm familiar.
fruity and loop-shaped.
Yeah.
Well, they're
That's
sugary, but yes.
That's the general intention.
Yeah.
How the fuck did it end up looking like a Cheeto?
Oh.
Is
You
it-
found a Cheeto-shaped Fruit Loop?
Yeah, I found a rare drop. I put it
Oh,
in a roll.
You got a shiny Cheeto? Hell
Hey,
yeah.
Austin, can you grab that and like link the image in the chat here so that this can
Yeah,
be
let me do that.
memorialized?
We're... That's
Oh,
one
gross.
Cheeto that
I
looks
hate
like
it.
Gandalf.
Yeah.
Cheeto that looks like Gandalf. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really thinking
You
like
should
how much.
sell that on eBay.
Thinking exactly. I think I'm gonna charge $10,000 for it. You think it'll sell?
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'll put it in. Where should I put it, Aram?
Oh, I mean, I was just gonna say,
chat.
just link it in the stream chat.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
thank
look
you
at that
for
fucking
sharing
thing.
this.
Wait, hang on. We missed Grant dialogue.
Oh, it's
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever. The investigation's starting, or whatever we're doing.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Cool, let's do it.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to share. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you, Lab.
We
Thank you
appreciate
for sharing
it.
that weird Fruit Loop.
I love that there's like 11 people in the JRPG chat, and she decided to come in here on a stream.
Listen, it's very important.
So, are we going to meet back here?
Well, this is the Amberl Monument Rest Area, so this should be the place. The only real issue is whether or not Lieutenant Schwartz and her men can get here undetected. That's you, Mo.
No need to worry about that.
Camera pans, they've all been captured and are in chains.
Here they are.
Oh, when did you get here?
Just now,
Just
man. Nice work staying hidden in Grand Cell.
We have quite a few sympathizers among the citizens. We finished our preparations. We can begin whenever you're ready.
All right.
We're waiting on your order, Estelle.
Huh? My order?
You were the ones who originally received Her Majesty's request, but I'll never acknowledge you as King of Games.
So we're waiting on your command before we begin.
But I'm just a rookie. That really doesn't matter. I don't think you'll have a problem.
Just do it without shouting, okay?
We'll be there to help. We have no objections.
Have
a little faith in yourself.
Don't worry about the trivial details. Just deal with things as they come.
Right. I found a Fruit Loop shaped like a Cheerio!
God, I love this.
Shaped like a Cheerio? Wow.
Isn't that ideal?
It's like a Cheetos, like a staff.
I think. Okay, I misheard her, and I didn't actually look at the image yet. But
It
I saw.
looks like
So that was doubly funny for me because, to be honest, I thought what she was claiming was just I found a Fruit Loop that was like unusually small.
Oh.
that
Which also
was
would
the
have been
entire
pretty
thing.
funny.
Okay, then here goes. Everyone, let's get those hostages rescued. I just said not to shout.
Yikes. That's it?
Good speech.
Oh, yeah. You
7 years ago.
Oh, no. Oh, I am so freaking hungry, man.
Isn't it time to change shifts yet? I'm tired of talking like this.
Come on, stay focused.
Oh,
When do I get to be the guy who speaks normally?
God, I love the lore that it's not the same guy. It's just like a gimmick that they have to keep up for some reason.
There's no telling when the Royal Guardsmen might finally show themselves.
The reason Colonel Richard's name is Richard Allen is so that there's no S's in his name to give it away when we're undercover that we are snake officers.
There weren't more than 10 escapees. That said, it doesn't make a lot of sense that we're the special ops soldiers, if the case were trying to be that we were hiding our S's. Well, if the Colonel really put his mind to it, we could hunt the lot of them down in no time.
If you think it's so easy, then go ahead and try.
Okay.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go then. And then they just walk off and try to hunt them. Lieutenant Schwartz!
Come on, ladies, now let's get in formation.
Oh no, we're fucked.
Oh, wolves.
Listen up! Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it, Aaron.
Listen up! We have word from the ID ship. We apparently have a lock on the Royal Guardsmen. We got
Wait,
their-
hang on, Aram.
Yeah?
This is a higher up snake soldier. I think you should snake him up.
If we get there quickly, this will be our chance to wipe them out, brother.
It's
I love it. I love this. This is great. Roger.
Roger!
That settles that. Now eat them.
Oh, we don't have time.
Idiots! The airship's been locked down. You'll never be able to use it.
Is he Macho Man Randy Savage?
If you just
No,
done as
he's Macho Man Randy
Savage. If you'd just done as the Colonel said, we would have spared your lives, brother. But now you're going to die, and you've only got your own stubbornness to blame. Take this! Oh, fuck!
Oh, shit.
Bracers! You can't be serious. You're not actually going to try standing against the Royal Army.
Sorry to disappoint you, but you've already been marked as criminals.
By order of the Queen, you will let us pass.
Okay.
The ambush party's on the move.
We'll go ahead and lure the remaining forces into the front gardens. You can break into the villa while they're distracted.
Sounds good.
Ideos be with all of you.
Man. I hope that that's not the last we see of Macho Man Randy Savage, because I love him so much.
Yeah, that one got you.
Probably be a sub boss later.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
No.
Ha, nerd. Ah, the armor's too heavy. I'm drowning.
Snakes can't swim.
All right, looks like they went for it. Now's our chance to sneak in.
Okay.
Roger that.
Earthquake pounding sound as Sin runs.
All right, let's stealthily make our way into the villa.
I'll
Making
have
our
to
way
use
downtown.
stealth, said Elle and jumped in the window screaming.
Wow.
So, this is the Airbay Royal Villa. It's gorgeous. Certainly gives the castle a run for its Mira.
Well, it is a royal family residence.
Oh god, those guys spawned in! Yeah!
Oops!
Who are you people?
You don't need to know our names. Did I lose Discord? Can someone speak? Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Stream, let me know if you can hear me and or if you can hear anyone on Discord. Because I personally cannot hear them.
Discord!
Okay. You're gonna lose game audio for a second while I minimize and see what's going on with Discord. Okay, yeah, Discord, hang on. I need to change the region of this server, because I think whatever this is hosted on is dying. Let's see, server settings, can I make this? No, I don't think I can change where it's hosted. Hang on.
Can you not hear us either?
Oh, okay, I can hear you again now. Yeah, no,
Hello.
I couldn't hear you for any of that. Could you hear me?
So it was literally just Aram that was disconnected.
yeah,
like we
nice.
could hear you and each other just fine.
Okay,
So
yeah.
you were just like an insane man in a crashing sub going, "Hello? Hello, anyone?" Aram, we're right here.
We're like, dude,
Hello?
we're right here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened then, because that means the
I've
connection
never
did
seen
not
that
go
happen
down.
before.
Just Discord, I guess. All right.
Words will serve no purpose here. Let's go.
Sorry I talked over all of you in the seat. Like, shut up! I'm the only voice actor now!
Well, it seemed that chat could only hear what you were hearing anyway, so. Oh wow, it's the first battle in this whole session.
Yeah, you thought the fucking school festival session was talky, Jesus. See, now this is something that I actually enjoy, because I think these guys actually have the exact same stats as, like, the boss fight that we had back in Chapter 4, but now they're regular enemies.
Yeah, that is nice. And possibly the same Sepith dropped.
Yeah. Now, where's the princess being held?
This place is huge. We'll just have to search it room by room.
If we just hang around here, you can bet we're going to have more company, and soon.
Now, anytime anyone doesn't immediately start saying their line, I'm paranoid that I've lost everyone again.
Oh no!
Let's get a move on.
Okay.
That's actually really close, Austin.
Yeah. Hey, big guy.
What the fuck does that mean?
This is easy voice.
I like this section a lot. I wish Trails games had more, like, I poked fun at it a little earlier. I wish so many of the, like, oh, here's the important area with a dungeon that we have to go to wasn't always just, like, the one place off the highway you haven't been yet. I really like it when it's like, here's a secret dungeon inside a building, and then the 1 in 500 times it's not a sewer. Like the
Here's a public dungeon inside a secret building, which is something that they do very often. Looking at you, all of the old schoolhouses.
I hate the old schoolhouse so much.
Estelle gives her thoughts on the old schoolhouse. Not fun. Attacked out of nowhere.
Looks like there's still quite a few soldiers in the villa. They're patrolling the corridor in the central courtyard periodically.
Our only option will be to silence anyone who sees us.
You have played Dishonored, haven't you?
Permanently. Oh, wait, hold on. I think there's chapter 9 of the...
Oh, yeah, probably is, honestly.
No, I think, according to the guide, we were supposed to have already had all of them by this
point.
point.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'd be lucky if we got, like, one.
Look, it's the Liberal News.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they keep expecting you to collect all of those.
You get an achievement, and then for the books, it's how you get Joshua's ultimate weapon.
Oh, I honestly didn't.
Oh well.
I didn't even know this game had ultimate weapons. I thought they like were a later concept.
We're good to go.
Throw out a quick heal.
Yeah. The most recent Cold Steel 3 thing I just did was like, there's something in the basement of this museum, and I was like, museum dungeon? Sewer catacomb.
No.
Like, I don't even know why I like pretended
why you held
I
out
thought that
hope.
might happen.
Yeah.
Nah, we can just beat the shit out of these guys.
Get him.
We'll save our CP. I don't remember what the boss here is, if there is one.
Probably Amalthea, right?
Maybe?
I think you fight her twice in the first game.
Maybe, yeah.
It might just be like CO.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I think it might be Duke Dunan.
What?
Savor the victory.
I think you fight him. I don't know.
Actually, I think you're right, but fight is very generous. It's like him
It's
and...
like a joke fight.
Yeah, like, he doesn't actually, like, fight. He just runs around like an idiot.
He's
an NPC,
Dorothy
but
to
yeah.
an actual, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like when you have like Dorothy with you, he's literally like that, but for the enemies. It's actually pretty funny.
I think
Yeah,
that
I
might
think-
actually
I think
be in
you
the
fight him
second...
in the castle.
Yeah, I don't remember for sure, but...
No, he's barely in the second game.
Except as the big bad.
No spoilers, Aram.
I guess it's time for me to let down my disguise.
You caught me.
You've done well to make it this far,
This
boy.
far.
What? He doesn't even sound the same.
Oh, so we need a key. Oh, I guess I should be pressing my face against stuff in these rooms then. The key might be like a secret thing we have to find.
Yeah, just have Austin look it up, because I think if
Oh,
you
yeah.
keep coming out here,
Yeah,
then they keep
these guys
spawning.
keep spawning, it's true. They have like a 50%.
Yeah, let me take a look. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Random encounters you get here cannot be escaped. Make a Stella temporary healer, blah, blah, blah. Southwest is the quickest route you want. The third room you come across is the lounge, which has 4 special ops. 3 with push daggers, 1 with a machine gun. After the fight is a scene. We have to find the gallery. It appears now that randomly, every time you enter and exit a room, you'll be attacked by a group of 3 special ops. The gallery is the room to the right of the locked door in the center north part of the courtyard.
Okay,
Check
but
the
we
vase
have
in
to
the
go
corner of the
southwest
room.
first.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a vase in the corner of the room. Is what it says.
Yeah, I don't think you can do anything until after the cutscene, though. Or okay.
Oops.
Maybe this is.
Yeah, no,
wrong.
we've already seen the cutscene. Now we're trying to. It said the room to the right of the big central door,
Okay, I'll try this one then.
and there's a vase.
I don't remember getting.
I think
that
it's this one.
cutscene yet. Yeah,
It
no,
was
we,
where. Oh, maybe not.
we
It
definitely
was-
didn't get the prompt cutscene.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah,
it was
no.
the one where Zin told us. Zin mentioned a thing, and then we talked about the central courtyard.
I don't.
No, I think it's
No.
it's something else in here. I think
No,
it was that
you go in a room and there's guys like, they'll never find our secret art key that we hid in the art room. I think it is along the. I think it is along the western wall, though. It's
Yeah,
one of those rooms.
it probably just wasn't the furthest southwest. That's all right. These guys give good experience, so this isn't a complete
Yeah.
waste of time.
Southwest is the quickest route you want. The third room you come across is the lounge, which has the boys in it.
Oh, that's top. That's top left.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Top left. So this?
Yeah, that one. Should be that room.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
Who are you people?
Crap, we totally picked the wrong room.
Go!
We're
I've
soldiers.
seen you before.
We're soldiers. Soldiers.
Hey, you're that hot maid, aren't you?
Ah, shit. Kill him!
Get him!
Oh, we actually got a preemptive get him. Nice. Ah, Joshua.
Joshua, my son, I am disappointed in you.
Son, I am disappointed.
Allow me to introduce myself as Enforcer number 5, the Emperor. I was simply trying to obtain my right as the Emperor.
Oh, God, those guys have death blow, huh? Alright, you motherfuckers.
Uh-oh, sister.
Ouroboros, I've grown beyond them. They will be but tools to me, Duke Junon.
They are like worms to me. Needless things to be crushed.
Actually getting pretty lucky with these shadow weavings not death blowing you.
Oh, fuck you.
What an asshole. Sorry, Zin. You're higher level than us anyway. Whew, well,
Not
that's
for
taken care of.
long.
They're drunk. This cutscene doesn't matter.
It's like some kind of blah.
Anyway, give us
I'm
your
not with
give us your fucking vase key already. Oh, Niall's here. Oh, he came to interview this guy. Okay.
I think this boss fight is a big stupid military robot with some guys
That's
around
plausible, yeah. Alright. We'll probably get jumped
By
again.
the way, do y'all want a drink? To steady the old nerves before your boss fight?
Oh wow, I didn't even realize that like endgame EP was like 350,
Yeah, it's so
400 in this
excessive.
game. No, in the Cold Steel games, it's like
Oh, it's a it's
1300.
Yeah. The numbers
Yeah.
are way bigger in the later games than
Cold
this one.
Steel, yeah.
In this one, in our starter dungeon, we were dealing like 20 damage with our normal attacks. Let's see. Yeah.
I like low numbers damage, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah, that was one of the things that turned me off of Cold Steel when I first played it years ago, was like, it's the very beginning of the game. Why am I seeing numbers this high, not realizing that I was in a flash forward?
Well, you see, you didn't think that the game would give you a completely pointless and terrible sequence that's just a waste of your time, because that's not a thing games should do.
Yeah, that was something...
And that's why every Cold Steel game starts end media rest
Does
for no
Cold Steel
reason.
2? I honestly can't
I
even remember.
don't think Cold Steel 2 does, but Cold Steel 3 does.
Yeah, no, I was actively very mad, because I was like, we
Yeah.
all know this
And
is a
they
waste
don't
of
even-
time.
They don't even give you the same, like, it's different
No,
from when
right?
you
Yeah, no,
experience it later.
It's fucking
so
stupid.
dumb.
I was like, we both know this entire sequence is a lie and completely a waste of my time. Why are you doing this to me?
They
Yeah, that
actually
time
do
I
the same thing in
actively-
Chrono Cross.
I actively skipped every single monster fight in Cold Steel 3's opening because I was like, who cares?
I wish I'd thought
Who cares?
to do
I'll
that.
be here later.
Because I was like, I won't know. Like they'll all
I should
have
probably
40
save.
abilities. I won't know.
Let's
I don't want to
probably-
be spoiled on what Mussy and the others can do.
Mussy.
Who are you? Why do you look so familiar? Wait,
Why
are you
is
those
that your
hot
nick?
maids? Oh, I mean, hey, you guys won the martial arts competition. That means you're with the Bracer Guild. Hey, put on your voice.
That's right.
Sorry.
I don't suppose we could persuade you to just forget you saw us?
Shut it. We're defenders of an impregnable fortress. You want past us, you'll have to go through us.
Yeah, that's
Rhyme
that's-
not intended.
Yeah.
You want past us? You have to go through us.
That's-
We've got big dumb axes.
Yeah, we brought halberds.
Oh, they've got decent
We're the-
defense.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe we got death blow or something. Resist.
Oh, wow, these guys are actually some real boys, huh? Okay.
Yeah, we have penises.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
boys
God.
Confirmed.
Alright, well, I guess I'll actually
Probably heal
use-
Josh.
Wow, get fucking smashed.
Oh. Oh, right, because he died. That's why he lost all his CP.
Ah, boo.
Oh, I
Use an
can't
item.
get a thing on Josh fast enough.
Use an item.
We have been
guess
saving
I
literally all of
could.
them for the entire game. Get fucked.
As you can see, it was completely unnecessary. Why do I even
Yes,
listen?
because Joshua
No.
would definitely
No.
not be dead at this moment if not for the use of that item.
Hush, be still.
I was telling Aram that I'd love Aram to somehow be able to watch me play a Cold Steel game, so I can, during mob fights, go, Neener, Neener, look how much faster I am at this than you, and then he can watch me get my shit wrecked every boss fight while I go, I don't need arts, and then I lose every single time.
Wow, bad.
Oh, Joshua, you fat fuck, get over there. Ah, alright.
I mean, he needs to be fatter is the problem.
Alright.
You should heal his status or whatever so that he can use his ult
Yeah,
on one of
he
these
should just
Oh,
bust
yeah.
S-Craft.
Well, I mean, he can't right now because he's got this. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, he got him. And then probably heal him.
Oh, that guy's got a... Okay, yeah, so I'll heal the crit. And this guy's super dead.
We're finished. That's that then. Let's move out.
Get fuckled.
All right, it's gonna be pretty spicy in that next room.
Yeah.
That's alright, I can actually, like, use arts and set up buffs and stuff. Instead of doing nothing.
You?
Yo, we're here to save your bacon.
Hello, Niall. You don't look in too bad a shape.
Are you serious?
This is Mo.
This is Mo.
Is
is
that
Chloe.
Joshua?
I mean,
I never-
oh, what a spoiler.
I never thought I'd see you here.
Huh? You're the princess. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're with the Bracer Guild.
I think it's a little late for introductions. So we meet again as promised.
Chloe?
Estelle.
I just put on my dress and my hair extensions, and now I'm a different person.
That's how it works. That's the power of makeup. I sincerely hope you're joking. You ought to have recognized me sooner.
Well, but not with the dress and the hair and the things. What happened?
Pardon us, Chloe. We're looking for the princess. Estelle doesn't know how to doubt people.
You didn't
Hey!
know that, but the princess was under your nose this whole time.
What the
It's
hell's
me,
that
Kurt.
supposed to mean?
Also known as Kurtia.
You didn't know, but the princess knows.
There's the Estelle I know. And Joshua? You still use that name for me?
Yes. Since it seems to be the one you'd prefer, would you rather I use your real name?
No, but thank you. I'm glad to hear it.
These? Okay, so what are you doing here, Chloe? And for that matter, why isn't the princess?
Wow!
Oh my god, Estelle, you did.
Estelle, what's if I unscrewed your head, I'd just find like a brick inside a hollow skull.
There's just a dead fly.
She's right in front of you. That's the queen's granddaughter, Princess Claudia.
No, it's not. That's
But-
Chloe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't tell you. I had planned to tell both of you the truth when we met in Gransel, but then Colonel Richard had me detained.
But why? Why would the princess be hiding out in an ordinary school? And why did you have us call you Chloe?
Well, I'd like for you to keep calling me that. My real name is Claudia von Osleis. Chloe's a pet name that Jill came up with, using bits from my whole name.
And an O.
Well, Vaughn, I guess. It's very
okay.
odd. Really?
That's the
then
name. That's the name that my bird came up with for
What
me.
about your hair?
Fucking Gaius has a hawk in Cold
Oh,
Steel.
yeah.
Blade. Every time he shows up, I go, Scree!
Free!
Oh, Hunty, this is just a wig. If I had the same hairdo as when I was on campus, it would just create trouble.
Can't believe I missed the connection myself. I've seen your picture often enough, and I remember you from the mayoral scandal in Ruan, but I never put two and two together.
Oh, I'm sorry. It just doesn't seem that Uncle Dunon or Mayor Dalmore recognized me either.
Oh, yeah, and the Duke's even related to you. Oh, I forgot something important. Bees.
Oh, I see, bees. To all three of you, I extend my deepest gratitude for coming to rescue me.
Oh, it was nothing. Heck, if we'd known that it was our Chloe in here, no one would have had to ask us.
Oh, Estelle.
No doubt. You should save your thanks for Her Majesty, as she's the one who deserves them. She had no concern for herself, just that we should save you. She was so selfless the way she sent us all to die at this villa on
Military
the suicide
compound.
mission. Yeah.
I think your safety will give her the strength to resist the Colonel's demands, though doing so may endanger her life.
Oh, yes, that is her way. If
That's
something-
Grandma always trying to die.
Yeah. If something isn't done, then she's in grave danger.
I think I've seen enough of this little farce.
I don't think this is Richard. Maybe it's Macho Man Randy Snake. I honestly don't remember. Oh, it is!
Ah!
Oh, shit.
It's Rianne!
Not Rianne!
Princess!
Rion!
It's me!
What the?
They run forward with their weapons drawn, and the guy just shoots.
She's General Morgan's granddaughter. He's in prison at the Hawken Gate. I'd say they're taking her to keep him from causing trouble.
Just like they did with you and Her Majesty.
This isn't just some idle threat. Every man in the Special Ops has a dream, and we will stop at nothing to achieve it, brother! And that's something you're proud of?
I'll make you a deal, Sergeant. Please just keep talking. Please take me as your hostage rather than the child.
Ha! Not a chance! I know we said we'll stop at nothing, but even we don't have the nerve to harm a member of the royal family, brother. General Morgan's
you called our
grandkid,
bluff
on the other hand,
immediately.
suits our needs just fine. She's a valuable hostage, and it's not going to cause any real problems if she was to end up getting hurt, brother!
You're a monster!
You're a monster, man.
Monster man!
I'd have said coward myself.
Pathetic. Disgusting, sick. Pick an adjective.
You can talk all you want. It's almost
But it's different than it was. No, it ain't.
No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory. It's almost time for the patrols to return from the Royal Avenue. Then we can round up the guardsmen and the bracers. Not bad for one night's work, brother, here at the WWE SmackDown.
Jesus Christ.
I love that this is where we're like.
I'm afraid that won't be happening.
Question mark? Oh, okay.
Oh, this is...
Yeah, this is shorts.
We already took your buddies out on the way over here.
Oh shit!
Shara!
We had it exactly opposite. This time we thought it was Schwartz, and it was Shara.
What?
I know. We don't like that she's here either.
It's alright.
You smell like Grandpa after a long night.
Oh God. Okay. Hi, you two. Long time no see.
Shara?
You came.
Damn it all! Who the hell do you think you are, Vince McMahon? Is that even the same sport? I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Some people just have no manners.
Yes.
No, that was
Wow,
wrong, I think.
Agate shot him with his gun.
Think of that as my special.
I think that's probably
Shot out a
Olivier
bullet from
if
his
it was a
mouth.
gunshot.
Yeah.
That's
Ah,
just
you're right.
cruel. Hey, who fired that shot?
Olivier, I guess.
Bingo!
Olivier's back. My heart
And
is
the
whole again.
star makes his dramatic entrance. Please hold your applause until after round 8, when I'll break a chair over this man's back and will plummet 8 feet into hell in a cell through an announcer's table or whatever that copy pasta is.
And the drama turns into a comedy. Nice seeing you again, Sherazard. It's been a long time.
Indeed it has. I never thought I'd find you in Liberal. But I was honestly quite relieved when I heard you'd fallen in with Estelle and Joshua.
Well, I think you're overestimating my capabilities. Like usual. What does that mean? As for you, you've only become more beautiful. I hardly even recognized you.
Oh, really?
I am suddenly brimming over with something akin to jealousy. Am I merely a toy to be used when convenient and cast aside when boredom sets in?
Yes, Olivier. Hey, Olivier, Ina's been wanting to see you. She's been hoping to go out for drinks again.
Forgive me, I've committed a grave offense.
I love him.
I swear, none of you ever change.
I'm glad to see you, Shara. But I thought that the Royal Army had the checkpoints completely sealed off.
Yes, but we crossed Valeria Lake by boat and docked at the Gransel Harbor.
That's one way around a problem.
But how did you wind up falling in with the failed, traveling musician?
We ran into each other at the local guild branch.
I needed a bed!
He was like a lost puppy, so I didn't have much choice other than to bring him along.
I simply couldn't allow such an amusing and interesting show to go on without me. And may I ask who this fair lady is? Oh, right, introductions. This is the Queen's granddaughter, Her Highness Princess Claudia. She's a friend of ours.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you both. Thank you very much for coming to help me. Think nothing of it. I'm simply doing my duty as a bracer.
And I could scarcely consider myself a gentleman if I did not leap to the aid of a lovely lady of noble birth. The honor and pleasure at this meeting entirely my own.
Your Highness, are you well?
This is probably Julia. Okay, there
Yeah, I think so. Oh, and the bird! Julia, see?
My brother!
Scree! Scree, scree! Scree!
Oh, I'm happy to see you again. Thank goodness you're unharmed. I was so worried.
Shay just sitting there like, you know, I'm a little offended that the fucking bird got a face.
And not me.
And not me.
The feeling is mutual.
Everybody joined forces.
Except Agate.
Shara is still level 12.
Don't make jokes.
They're just gonna bust through and...
Well, now we have to defend this place.
Words cannot express my shame. If not for my ineptitude, none of this would have come to pass. I'm so ashamed, I could take my own life were it something to be permitted. Oh, wow. Please don't say such things.
Yikes.
Oh, yikes.
Yikes.jpg, am I right?
I'm just happy to see you alive and unharmed.
Visceral memories of using kids' pics, which has an undo button that says stock phrases when you press it. It's like a little man's face. Just, one of them is, yikes! Oh no. Undo! Yikes!
Drawing with special eraser.
Thank you for coming to save me,
Blow up with dynamite.
Your Highness.
Not that I'm not moved by all this, but I have to ask, why is Sieg still here?
Well,
what does that mean, Estelle?
You see,
The bird is shitting on the floor.
Scree!
He is Her Highness's escort, as well as a messenger for the Royal Guardsman, and also her secret brother lover. After all, did he not deliver the letter to your hotel?
Oh, that night!
I thought it might have been him. That's why I was so scared and worried.
I hate birds.
That must also be how you learned of Her Majesty's request.
Yes, I heard of it from Sieg. Her Majesty sent word through him from the royal keep. But the crest room in which the Princess Claudia was held had no windows for Sieg to use. I was very worried when I was unable to make contact.
You just about gave me a heart attack, though, when you sent that message to us. Sieg, that was just plain mean of you to leave that letter and not let us know it was you.
Estelle, you are talking to a bird.
Scree. Scree, bitch, I'm doing my best.
He says he's sorry.
That's not what I said!
Scree, scree! You know what I'm fucking saying. Don't fucking bullshit them.
It's okay. By the way, have all the Special Ops troops been dealt with?
Almost all of the soldiers in the villa have been restrained. However, there are quite a few left in the Gransel Castle. Much of the royal army is under the Intelligence Division control, even outside of Gransel. If we're not careful, we'll run the risk of them seizing control of this building, and then branding all of us as rebels.
Whoa, hadn't even thought about that.
It's a good point. I
give
think it
up.
would be best if we were to get Chloe to a safer location at the very least.
Does anyone have a key to the sewers?
Perhaps we could seek asylum at the Erebonian or Republic embassies, since they're considered foreign territory. It would make it very difficult for them to lay a hand on her.
There's also that special ops ship that we seized nearby. We could use that to allow her to flee the country for the time being. It wouldn't solve the whole problem, but it would buy us some time to find a better solution at the very least.
I agree. Regardless, we need to find some way to get her to safety.
But guys, I'm
yes,
the best
let's-
party member.
let's flee to Erebonia and then, get held hostage there.
Everyone? I understand the difficulties of the current situation, but would it be possible to make an official request of the Bracers?
Make me a party member.
Unfortunately, you'll have to go to the board, and that's in Grancel. It's okay. I'll go there right now. Fills it
We
out.
should check the Bracer Guild.
And then she's back. The hostages have been rescued, so I think it'll be all right. Of course, it depends on what the contents of the request are.
If so, I must ask you to do the impossible.
Marry me and my bird.
Please, officiate our wedding. Will you help in retaking the royal castle and rescuing Her Majesty? Your Highness.
See, that's right. This time we have to help the queen.
To be honest, I consider the question to be ridiculous, because the answer is obvious.
No, we can't interfere with
With politics.
countries and politics and stuff.
But your highness, this is no small thing you're asking for. You got that dosh?
Quite right. There's no chance that a frontal assault would work, even with the capabilities of everyone here.
I think that captured special ops ship has potential. But we're going to need some kind of seriously clever trick.
I have an idea. If everyone will please look at this. Oh, she just has that.
We're going to become pirates.
Yes.
I have a bad sinking
Yeah,
feeling that
I
I know
don't
what
like
this
looking
map
at
is
this.
of.
Something
it
about
does
this
have
map
a-
stinks.
Wow, here we go again, it seems. It's an ancient diagram of the sewers below Grancel. One of the things it lays out is the path that leads to the castle cellar.
I can't wait to meet the ancient Zemurian bastard who was the head sewer architect of the entire continent.
No kidding.
It is I, the leader of the gnomes.
Shut up.
What's the meaning of this? How can we have lost contact with the Arab Royal Villa?
Most likely it has fallen to an external force. Either the guardsmen or the bracers.
Those interfering little... Were you not in command of that division, Second Lieutenant?
It is a pity. But what's done is done. Obsessing about it now will accomplish nothing. Furthermore, we must strengthen the castle's defenses to ensure that Her Majesty is not taken.
I don't need you to tell me that.
Okay.
I want the castle gate sealed. Not a soul is to enter from here on out. The only attacks I should need to worry about are the ones that come from the sky.
Shoot down any falcons that you see.
Scream!
Once that's done, scrape up the troops from wherever you could find them, anywhere in Liberal, and send them to the villa.
Oh no, they hit Sieg's engine.
Hits the ground, explodes.
What the fuck? Priority 1 is to subjugate the terrorists who deceive the royal family.
What? Why did Sieg explode? Didn't I mention he's a robot? Yeah, Estelle, I thought you noticed. Joshua, I had my suspicions for a while now.
I thought you noticed, Estelle. Sieg was really an ancient Eastern breathing technique.
What does Sieg also know their dad?
Yeah. See, you
Nice.
know my dad. Let's just
Nicely
get them all
done.
in now. But
Of course it was. I've served with this unit for some time, unlike you.
Wow, okay. Just gonna say that to me.
I swear I will protect this castle while His Excellency is absent, no matter the cost.
Okay.
He sits in the chair.
Yeah. I'm
Good
king
enough.
now.
Hello, I'm the king. Okay, here's how we're going to free Grancel Castle and the Queen. First, Joshua and the others will infiltrate the Grancel sewers. You'll proceed to the
Great.
Royal Guard room and open the castle gate.
Got it.
Time to light up a few fireworks.
With all of the methane gas down there, I bet.
Well, it does seem appropriate for the beginning of the final act.
Sewers.
Oh, no.
Sewers.
What?
I'm looking at the way everybody's split up.
Yeah!
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no!
have some terrible news.
Oh
Oh, what?
no! This
Don't
bodes
worry,
terribly.
Austin. We play as Kurt's crew from now on.
God!
As soon
This is gonna be bad.
You have no idea how difficult a certain thing in Estelle's party coming up is.
Oh, I've got an idea of what that thing might be.
Oh boy. As soon as the gates are open, the guardsmen and the 4 bracers will make their way to the castle by way of the streets. We need to make a real spectacle to draw all of the guards together in one piece.
You'll find
You're in
my
good
guards
hands.
in one piece.
You're in good hands.
All right, I've been looking forward to this.
And finally, Your Highness, are you certain I cannot get you to reconsider?
Do you at least want to take, like, Joshua? This party comp, I'm not sure about it.
Like
How about I join you?
I'm sorry, but I must be there to help my grandmother. Also, I know how to pilot an airship, and I hope to be able to put all that skill to good use.
Like this would be fairly balanced if you swapped Shara and Zin, I think. Like you'd be
Yeah.
a little defense low on Joshua's team, but you could pull it off. But like man is the girl team squished.
God.
Yeah. If I'd known this would happen, I never would have taught you.
It's okay, Lieutenant. We'll look after Chloe for you. I picked the party comp myself, proudly.
Estelle!
Great.
I swear she'll be kept safe. Or my nickname isn't the Silver Streak.
God, I wasn't looking at the line, and I thought you were just to say, I swear she'll be killed.
Yeah.
I understand. Please do what you can. Once the men inside the castle have been concentrated into one area, Estelle and her team will sit down in the garden terrace. Then they'll break into the queen's room and rescue her.
Roger.
Both operations will begin at the stroke of the noon bell. Everyone is to remain on alert until then. All right, you have your tasks. Get to them. Dismissed.
Actually, can we trade
Yes,
Shara out for one of those green hats?
Joshua, please be careful. You'll be in much greater danger than we will. Don't go taking any unnecessary risks.
I'll be fine. And you try to be on your best behavior. Don't overestimate your own strength. And make sure you watch Shara's back. She desperately needs it.
I understand.
The way they actually divided this party is so that the likability was evenly split. Because like Chloe and Estelle are pretty nice, but man, that anchor attached to them.
Whatever happens, remember our promise. We see each other again, safe and sound, in Grancel Castle.
Count on it.
Joshua, there's no telling what kinds of creatures inhabit the sewers.
Oh, we've got a pretty good idea already.
Please take the utmost care.
I know, and I will.
Oh, and don't worry about Estelle. You've grown up so much during this trip of yours. Not
Unlike
just-
me, who is still at level 16.
But in your hearts, or so it seems to me.
Shara?
Bees? What does that mean?
It's nothing. Save it for later.
So which team am I going with?
Ew.
Even in times of crisis, you can always count on these two brats.
Quite so. Now, I think we'll be heading out.
May we meet again, my lovelies.
Adios be with you.
They're gonna die.
Deuces.
Joshua.
Hey, Princess. Do you ever wonder if those two have some kind of destiny in store for them? Yeah, the thought had crossed my mind. They always have a smile for each other. I have to admit, even though I'm a tiniest bit envious.
I'm Niall.
Niall!
Hey, yeah, I'm here too.
We're Niall. Get back in there. All right, I'm actually going to dip out and go to sleep.
Yeah, I think we're just about to wrap.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like the regular soldiers have been replaced with the special ops guys.
As soon as I get control, we're gonna save and quit.
The enemy's probably gotten quite desperate since we've liberated the villa. Security seems a lot tighter than normal.
Perhaps I can help loosen them up with the dulcet tones of my lute.
Olivia, fucking shove your loot.
Whoa.
You do anything conspicuous and that guy will be on you faster than you can say off key. Mueller, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
You two should must not go near the Erebonian embassy. It could be quite dangerous. Yes, quite perilous indeed.
Well, neither of us has time to just drop by there. Once preparations are complete, we'll have to get inside the sewers.
Actually, now that I think about it, we'll go ahead and trade you for Mueller.
Yeah, no, I mean, Zin's pretty tough, but...
Zin's fine. He's good in this game
Yeah.
where he can actually taunt most things. In the second game, like, half the things are immune to it, so he's not very useful. Yeah, okay,
Alrighty.
so we didn't... We're a little short of where we thought because there was way more dialogue in that like castle infiltration scene than I thought.
I think we have 2 more sessions.
2 more?
Alrighty. Yeah, it's either that or we'll have to like power our way through the final dungeon, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you so much for coming out, and we will be back again next week. Say goodbye to Chad, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have a good night.
Toodles.
Choodles.